Wobbly, wobbly, wait. Na, 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 na. Sorry. World of Jesus. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Mhm. Feeling dead today. Why, buddy? Why? Is your exam gets over? Ah. Mm. I have to open something. What? This one. Hmm. Hmm. Mhm. Thoughts. Yeah, you can take it. You want. You can take it. Yeah. Oh, that's good. आराम करो भाई आराम करो then fresh start a median of two sorted array try to solve this one the two questions of binary search and yesterday we have already think about its brute force approach now today we will understand that what is the optimal approach for this question and how can we think about this like how can we think that this is a binary search question. So first thing it is given in the question is they are sorted. So basically there are two sorted arrays. Second thing it is given in the question is we have to solve this question in big O of log m plus n time. Means I have to apply this binary search on both of the arrays. Right. So will I have to apply on both of the array or any of one of the arrays? So let's see. So what we have to do? We have to find the median, right? So what is median? So if I consider the median, if I take the array of odd size, so if I consider the array of odd size 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the median will be mid element. So median will be 3, right? And if I see the even size array, then median will be mid element plus mid minus 1 element, mid and mid minus 1. After adding that, I divided by 2 to get whatever the median value is. So basically, the median is this. Okay. Now, if I have given an array, right? Or what I want to find the median. Like, I want to find the median. How can I find it? So, one thing I observe here is that if I take the odd size array, and what I know is that median basically, if it is given that even size array and odd size array, and if I have only one way to calculate that what is medium, what I will do, I will find a cut, right? So if this is the even size array, okay, the cut will be between the midpoint, okay, and I will take whatever the element that is present before this cut and whatever the element that is present after cut and divided by 2 to get the median value. So we will see that how we will take this cut. Okay. And now if I see what is the median of odd size. So again we will find a mid and take a cut. So after taking a cut, if this is odd size array, then whatever the element that is present on left side of this cut will be the median. So hope so you understand that so basically we have performed some cut, and after performing some cut, if the array size is odd, then whatever the element that is present on left side of the cut will be the median. And if the size is even, then whatever the element that is present on the left side and whatever the element that is present on right side, and after that we will take that both the element and divide it by 2 to get the median. So okay, and second thing, if my 3 is median, right? If my 3 is median, then all the element that is present on left side of this 3 will be smaller than equals to 3, and all the element that is present on the right side of it will be greater than or equals to 3. So median second property is, if I find median and if this is a median, then all the element that is present on left side will be smaller, and all the element that is present on right side of the median will be greater. Second thing, that uh, if I count that how many left element I have, and if I count that how many right element I have, they are basically equal. Like suppose if I see here that how many left element I have after median, so I will see, okay, 2 is there. How many right elements are there? So this is 2. So basically we have see that on left side there are 2 elements and on right side also there are 2 elements. So median first property is that left element should be smaller than right elements, right? And second property is left element occurrence is equals to right element occurrence. Okay, if we see here, this two value combine to form a median. And after that, if I see that here I left with one element, here I left with one element. Basically, if we see that left is less than right, and second thing is left occurrence is equals to right element, right occurrence. So if we will consider this 2 comma 3 is to be a median, and this is true. So okay, now in this question, what it is given? Okay, so let's take any other example. Basically, 13827. 130. Or will I take any other example? Wait. 1592368. 159 what? Or 2367. 2367. Now, in a brute force approach, what we actually do is that we take all the elements 159, store it inside the array. After that, we will take 2367, store it inside the array, and then sort the array. And then we will check if this is even or odd. So after sorting, we will check if this is even, then we will return that, okay, I will take the mid element and mid minus one element and divide it by 2.0. Otherwise, what I will do, I will return whatever the mid element is. So this is the brute force approach. And if we see the time complexity of this, because we use the sorting here, so the sorting will take uh, basically n plus m log m plus n time. And after that, we also created a space of m plus n. So the total time and space complexity for brute of force approach is for time, if we see here, it would take m plus n log m plus n, right? So this is the time complexity, and if we see the space, it would be n plus m. So in the question, it is given that we have to solve this problem in log m plus n time, log n plus m time. Right. So how can we think about this? Log n plus m time and shorted, we are thinking about binary search, but how we actually apply the binary search and what is the search space? Okay. So what we are observing here that we are observing here that we will find some cut, right? And this, if we observe the brute force, that here what we are understanding that we find a cut. After finding the cut, what we have to see is if the array is of odd length, okay, then whatever the element that is present on left side of it will be my median. And if the element that is present on, okay, so if the size is even, then after taking a cut, uh, the left element that is present and the right element that is present, we have to combine the both and divide it by 2 to get the median. Second observation is that if I put the cut anywhere, then all the element that is present on left side of the array will be smaller than all the element that is present on right side of the array. Like not array, actually the cut or the median. So if we put the cut, then all the element that is present on left side of the medium will be smaller than all the element that is present on right side of the median. Second thing is that if we consider this elements to be median, then all the element that is present on left side are equal to all the element that is present on right side. So that's what we are observing, right? That's what we are observing. So one thing we observe that we don't have to use any space. So it means that we not combine this both. But one thing we know that if I see this line and if okay, so if I combine this both and I place it on the line, right? Like 1 and then 5 and then 9 and 2, 3, 6 and 7. Now what I do, I will mark this cut. Okay, I will mark this cut. That if I mark this as to be a cut, what I know, if this is a odd size array, then whatever the element that is present on left side will be the median, right? Now, one thing I know is that all the element that is present on right side of it will be equals to all the element that is present on left side. That is the thing that I observe. Okay. So if I consider this to be a median, I will see will all the element that is present on left side will be equals to all the element that is present on right side. Yeah, that property holds. Now after that, what I will check, all the element that is present on left side will be smaller than equals to all the element that is present on right side. So I will see that okay, 1, 5, 1 is smaller, but here what I see, I got 5. So after getting 5, here I will see on the right side there is 3, right? On left side I got 5 and on right side I got 3. But if this 2 is to be a median, then it means that what? It means that all the element that is present on left side should be smaller than right side. So it means that this 2 is not the median, right? This 2 is not the median, and it means that whatever the cut we placed is not correct, right? It means that 2 is not median. So, okay, so how can we do this? Now, one thing we have to observe here is we perform a cut, right? So we have two arrays, like this array and this second array. So where we should perform a cut, right? So we should perform a cut on a smaller element, right? Smaller element. Why? Oh, sorry, not a smaller element, smallest size array. So why? So let's understand. So suppose if I put the cut here, if I put the cut here, what I know, what I actually know. So what is this basically cut defines? This cut defines is that in the right side of the array or in the left side of the array, there are three elements already present. Three elements already present. And if this is my answer, then I have to check. So I have to put cut on the another element. Okay, sorry, another array. So suppose if I take this 7, I know that the if I combine both of this array, it will become 7. And now I consider 6 to be a median value, right? 6 to be a median value. So if 6 to be a median value, then what I will do? I will count that how many elements I total have. So I have m plus n plus 1. So basically plus 1 is add to solve for both even and odd. Basically it will round it up. So that's why I consider this. I have total m plus n plus 1 element. Okay. So I will get that this is the total amount of element that I have present if I combine both the arrays. Now I divide it by 2. So what this will tell me? This will tell me that if I consider the left element, so total left element I have will be m plus n plus 1 by 2, right? So I will see that how many elements that I already taken, right? How many elements I already taken. So I already taken. So first what I will do m plus n, which is 7 plus 1 by 2. So which is considered to be a 4. Right. So what I understand is that okay, the uh left subarray, or if we see that if this is my median, if this is my median, then the element that is present on left side should be 4. Right, should be 4. So I already taken the three elements. Now I am left with one element. Okay, so I will take the left, so I have to take the element from this end, right? So I will take the element from this array. So it means that I can put the cut here, right? So if you see this, if I put the cut here and cut here, what I have seen, the in the left side I got four elements, and on the right side I got three elements, right? Okay. Second thing what we have to observe here. Second thing what we know is that basically this is the sorted array, right? This is the sorted array, and also this is the sorted array. Second thing we have to check is all the element that is present on left side should be smaller than all the element that is present on right side. But what we have to check? Will we have to check that all the elements, or will we have to check the whatever the element that is present on the left maximum, or whatever the element that is present on right minimum, right? So what I will do, I will check that what is my right or what is my left maximum. Okay, and I compare that left maximum with my second array right minimum. Okay, so what does it mean? What I want on left side all the elements should be smaller. So I will see that okay, from this, if I consider this array, I will take the left maximum element, and what I will see that yeah, this left maximum element would be smaller than or should be smaller than this 7. So this condition satisfied. Fine. Now after that, when I compare this element with this one, because what I also want that all the left elements. So in a left array, this all elements should be considered. And on right array, this all elements should be considered. So I already check why I will not check in this array only? Because I already know that if I put a cut, this is sorted array, the element that is present after cut must be greater than. So I have to check it with another array. So how will I check? I will check that, okay, what is the left max element and what is the right min element of the second array. If left max is smaller than right min, it means that this is my possible median, right? And now I will compare by taking what is the left max of second array and what is the right min of first array. So what I have observed here is that my left max is 6 and right min is 5. But what I want that the minimum element of the right side must be or should be greater than what? Greater than my left maximum. Uh, when will you do DP? Uh, it take little bit of time, at least 1 month. Yeah. So I've seen here that yeah, left max is here greater than right max. It means that this is not the correct partition because I want that what I want. Yeah. I want that all the element on left side should be smaller than all the element on the right side. So I have to shift my cut. So will I shift my cut on the smaller array or will I shift my cut to the larger array? So suppose, let's take one example. What I want that suppose on one array there is one element and on another array there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Like, okay. And now, if I combine them both, if I combine them both, what I will get? I will get that the total I have 7 elements. Now, if I consider cut on larger size array, suppose if I put the cut on this position. So what this will tell? This will tell that on right side, there are 5 elements and on left side, okay. So first what I will calculate that how many total elements I have. So I have total element to be this. So how many element that should be present on left side? So it should be, okay, so total element I have will be m plus n plus 1. And now how many total element that I want to be in left? It should be by t. So this is the total amount of element that I want to be on the other side. So after calculating, which will be what? 6 plus 1, 7 plus 1, 8 by 2. And on left side, there must be 4 elements, right? डीपी भाई मैं अभी नहीं करूंगा अभी तो टाइम है बहुत अभी तो बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स हैं मैं तो धीरे धीरे कर रहा हूँ एटलीस्ट 1-2 महीने लगेंगे okay so what I see here is that on left side I want the 4 elements now I will take one element from this array and now I have left with 3 elements that I can take from another array but will on another array there are 3 elements present no so what I will get I will get index out of bound error. So that's why we can put the cut on a smaller element or smaller size array, and according to that, I will take the element from larger size array. Okay, so let's dry run it and see that what is the actual approach and how we can perform this. So 1592367, 1592367 and 7. Now, first what we do, we know that we have to put a cut on the smaller size edge. Okay, so we can put cut on this position also, this and this and this, any of the position. Okay, uh, batch. Okay, which batch are you? I am in 2720. Oh yeah, 2327 batch. Okay, I can put cut on any of the position, right? So fine. Uh, Now I have to select that what is my starting range. So where should I put my first cut? So I can put my first cut on 0, like here. right? And I can put my last cut on n also, like here. So I will define the range of a cut, that where should I perform my cut. After performing the cut, what I will do? So, okay, I will get the range that it should be 0. And if I see the n, which should be 3, so it should be 3. Fine. Now, I have to calculate how many total elements I have. So I can calculate it by using m plus n by 1, which will automatically evaluate, because what I want that on left side. Suppose if the array size is of odd length, then what I want on left side the element should be a greater plus 1 than right side, right? And I will return the median to be a whatever the element that is present on left side of the cut, right? And if I get the even length, then what I will do, for even length, I will take the left side element and also the right side element and divide it by 2. So this will provide that how many elements that I want to be in left. So this should be what I will get, 7 plus 1 by 2, which is equals to 4. So I want 4 elements to be in left. Fine. So I want 4 elements to be in left, and now I perform a cut. So I have to perform a cut. How can I perform a cut? So, hmm. So first what I will do, I will find what is the mid value. So after finding the mid, 0 plus 3 by 2, which is 1. So I got 1 here. So after getting the 1, just remove this. After getting 1, what I will do, I will perform a cut here, right? After performing a cut here, what I will know, I got already 2 elements. Now, how many elements that I will left with? On left side, totally I want how many elements? Totally I want 4 elements. Okay, so it means that I already got 2. So what I will do that how many left element I want minus how many elements I already get. So cut 1. So after cutting 1, should I put the cut here or put here or cut here? So I think so I have to put my cut here, right? Let's see if this will work or not. I don't know if this will work or not. So I want the total element that I wants to be in left should be 4, but I get after putting the cut, I get 1 element. Now I am left with total 3 elements. So I have to put another cut so that my left area should be fulfilled. So I will put my second cut here. So if you see, I got on left side there are 4 elements, and on right side there should be 3 elements. So if the odd size array I will get, then this is how we can place the cut. After placing the cut, what I want to find, I want to find that what is the left max element. Because if this array should be sorted and this is the median, okay, then what I want, all the element that is present on left side should be smaller than all the element that is present on left side. So it means that if I somehow find what is the maximum element on left side, whatever the maximum element that is present on left side should be smaller than whatever the minimum element that is present on right side. And if this not satisfy the equation, it means that if I consider this to be a median, this is not the actual median, right? So one thing we observe here is that all the element that is present on the left side should be smaller than all the element that is present on the right side. One thing is there. Now, how will I check? I already put, if suppose if I check according to this array only, what I already know. I already know that this is sorted. So whatever the element that I get before must be smaller than whatever the element that I get after the cut. So this is of no use because if I check this, this always satisfies the equation. So one thing we observe in the brute force approach is that if I combine them, then all the elements should be smaller, right? All the elements should be smaller. But here what we actually do, rather than combining, we have to check that all the elements should be lesser in the left and greater in the right. And we know that in a one array, all the elements should be lesser than the right. So we can compare this left element or this left max element with the right min element of the second array. So if this satisfies the equation, and then we compare what is the left max element of array 2 and what is the right min element of array 1, if this also satisfies the equation, it means that whatever the cut that I put is correct. And if this is an odd size array, then I can return whatever the element that is present on left side of the cut 1 and whatever the element that is present on left side of the cut 2, and I will return the maximum of the both, because in sorted array which the element that is maximum from both will be closer to cut, which is the problem. Okay, this one, median of two sorted array. So, okay, so I put cut here, and now after that, I will check that what is the left max. I see that left max is 1. What is the right min? I see that right min is 7. So, left max is smaller than right min. No problem. This condition is satisfied. Now, all the left max should be smaller than right min. So, I will compare this with this also. That I will see, okay, well, 6 is smaller than 5. No, it means that whatever I considered this cut is not good because all the element that is present on left side is not smaller than all the element that is present on right side. So I have to shift my cut. So I can shift my cut only on my first array. Okay, so where should I shift it? What I want, all the element that is present on uh, left side should be smaller and all the element that is present on right side should be greater. So will I shift the cut here or here? So basically, I have seen here that this 6 will come in left. So what I want that this cut, if present here, then maybe this 6 will shift to the right area, right? Right area. So how will I shift it? So how will I shift it? So if I want to shift, then what I want, I have to also satisfy the equation that the element that is present on left side must be only m plus n plus 1 by 2. So if I want this element to be removed from left side, then I have to increase the element on left side, right? So if I remove this, what I also want to increase some element on right side, sorry, left side. So how can I increase it? If I move my cut here, right? So if I move my cut here, what I want that the total element must be only m plus n plus 1 by 2. So if I put my cut here, then total element I already get is 2. Now I only left with two elements. So if I left with two elements, what I will do, this cut is automatically shift here. So this is the another cut. Now I again compare. Will the left max element that is present on array 1 will be smaller than right min element that is present on array 2? Yeah, 5 is smaller than 6, right? 5 is smaller than 6. This satisfies the equation. Now, after that, I will say, will the element that is present on left max of array 2 will be smaller than whatever the element that is present on right min of array 1? Yeah, 3 is smaller than 9. So it means that both equations satisfied. So as both equations satisfied, then we will check if this array size is odd or even. What is your opinion? नहीं यार ये सब काम नहीं करता मैं. ये opinions है कोई लिखा दे. So I have observed here, okay, yeah. So 1523, this satisfies the equation, and now I will calculate that how many elements I have. So basically, if I have odd size array, then whatever the element that is present on left side of the cut. So here we will see that, okay, we have already put two cut, like 5 and 3. We already put two cut. And now we define the median as if we put some cut, whatever the element that is present on left side will be the median. But here two elements is present on the left side. So which one we will take? So basically, if we see original array 1, 2, 3, 5. So which one is closer to cut? If I short this all the element that is present on left side, so which one is closer? 5 is closer. So basically, what we have understand here is that if the size is odd, then whatever the element that is present on left side, I will take both the element, and after taking both the element that is greater will be considered to be a median. So here the median should be 5, right? And now what happen if this size is even? Suppose if I take 10 also, then what? Then if I take even, then whatever the element that is present on left side, the closest to cut, and whatever the element that is present on right side, closest to cut, I will take from this side, I will take whatever the element that is maximum that must be closer to the cut, and from this side I will take whatever the element that is minimum, like 6 here. So 6 will be closer to cut, and after taking both the element I will divide it by 2.0 to get whatever the median, right? I think so you understand that what we have to do in this question, maybe. So if we see according to this question, the medians to be 5. So let's see what is the median here. Total n tuition 2. So if you see here, the median should be 5, and we already found out how we get this to be a median. Median is indeed 5. So we have to, so basically we can apply binary search on cut, right? On cut. Now let's see how we actually perform this. I think so you have understand that what we have to do. So first we have to do one thing, that what I want my first array should be minimum. So I will calculate that what is the length, nums1, nums1 dot length or size, right? And I will consider this to be m, and nums2 dot size. And after that, I will check if n is greater than m. It means that the size of the nums1 is greater than nums2. Then what I want my smaller array. Okay, smaller array. So how will I get the smaller array? To get the smaller array, I will again call this function to perform the same operation again. So I will make the smallers to be a nums2 and greaters to be a nums1. Right. So this is how we actually find it. After finding, what we have to do, we have to find the search space. So start is equals to 0, or let's see if we have to take start is equals to 0 or 1. We have to put the cut now. We can put the cut on 0 also. And we will take the ends to be what? N. N. N or M. Because what I want the smaller array to be a nums1. So I will take N, right? After that, I will apply the binary search. Start is less than equals to N. And then I will calculate that mid. So basically start plus end minus start, end minus start by 2, right? And minus start by 2. So basically this mid will tell me the cut, first cut. Now I want second cut. So cut 2 will be equals to how many elements I have? M plus N plus 1 by 2. So this is the total amount of left element that I want. And now if I subtract the mid, I will get the total amount of element that is present on left. Now what I have to do? After calculating the cut, I have to check four things. That what is the four things? First thing is what is the left maximum on array 1 and what is the right min of array 1? What is the left maximum on array 2 and what is the right minimum of array 2? So this what we have to find, right? So first I will calculate what is the left max. So I will check that if whatever I will put this to be a cut one, and this is to be a uh, hmm, cut one. Okay, so I will see that will cut one equals to 0. So if cut one equals to 0, it means that I place my first cut here. So if I place my first cut here, then what is the left max? So left max must be the any boundary condition that we take, it should be int min. So I will take int min. Otherwise, what I would take? So otherwise, what I would take will be whatever the nums1 and whatever the element that is present on mid minus 1th position. Now I will take, so basically this is left max 1 and then I will take left max 2. So left max 2 according to cut 2. If cut 2 is at 0, I will take int min and otherwise I will take mid 2 nums 2 minus 1. Uh, Left max, right? So fine. hmm And after that, I have to calculate that what is right min. So if I want to take a right min, I will see if the cut one is equals to what? N is equals to N. What does it mean? I have to take, if I put this equals to N means I will put the cut here. So if I put cut here, what is the right minimum element? So it should be the maximum element that is present on right side for the boundary. So I would take that, okay, int what? Int max. And otherwise, what I would take? I would take nums1 of mid. Because if I put my cut here, that if I put my cut here, so cut here means I will consider this element. So basically, I will cut on this element. So that's why I will take for left max, I will consider this element. So it means that I have to take mid value here. And for right min 1 this, right min 2, I will put my cut 2. And if this is equals to m, then I will take m and nums to mid. After finding left maximum and right maximum, right minimum, I have to check things. One thing I have to check is that if my left max 1 is smaller than right min 2, and because all of the element that is present on left max on left must be smaller than all the element that is present on right side. So right min 2, not right min 2, basically right min 1. If this is, then what I will do, I will check. I will check that what I will check. I will check that if my array size is even or odd. If this is even, then I will return something. What I will return? I will take the maximum from left max 1, comma left max 2, and then I will take the minimum from right min 1, comma right min 2, and then I will divide it by 2.0. Else what I will do, I will return the maximum from left max 1, comma left max 2, the left max 2. Else if what happen is, else if what happen? Else if the happen is that left max 1. Okay. So another possibility is that this will not satisfy the equation. So as this is not satisfied the equation, any of this will be happen. That either I will take the left max. What I observe here is if I put cut here, right? If I put cut here and I will take this elements to be in this array, what I have seen here is that okay, if the left max 1 is greater than, sorry, smaller than right min 2, there is no problem. But what if I consider according to this that mm, how will I take it? So okay, if I see according to this, will I see according to this or according to this? Because I only have to put cut on the smaller element, a smaller array. So what happen that I want the left maximum to be smaller, right? And right minimum to be a greater. And if somehow the left maximum 1 is greater than the right minimum 2. So what happen is I will take this point and I will take this point. Okay, I will take this point. I will take this one. Now what I want that whatever the element that is present on left side must be smaller than whatever the element that is present on right side. But if I see here, the left max should be 9 and the right min should be 7. So what I will do, I will shift my cut. So where should I shift my cut? What I want that the element that is present on left side must be smaller, right? And this is the maximum, already the minimum element. So there is no way I can, so this is already the minimum and this is already the maximum. What I want to reduce the maximum. So to reduce the maximum, I can shift on left side. So it means that if I see left max 1 is greater than right min 2, so what I will do end is equals to cut 1 minus 1, right? Because I will shift on left side. And else start is equals to cut 1 plus 1. And otherwise I will return mm, 0 0.0. So that's it. Let's see. Mid. Okay. So there is no mid basically. Cut 1. Cut 2 here and cut 2 here. Mm. Okay, so left max cut 1 is equals to heap over of buffer. So cut 1 is equals to 0. Then I will consider int main. And otherwise, if I put the left max should be whatever the cut 1 minus 1. And if the cut 2 at 0, I would consider to be the int main. And otherwise nums2. So will my nums2, I will put it inside the, so nums, so n is greater. So what I have seen here, first this array should be greater. So if this is greater, I will push my nums2 first and nums1. And then I can basically I have performed the operation on a smaller array. So I will start it from 0 and goes till n because I can put the cut on n also, right? N also. So uh, this- well, this is the problem. I got the wrong answer 2.0. I want 2.5. So basically, oh, I got the wrong answer. 2.0. Why I got 2.0 here? Hmm, maybe because of this. I'll find the left max one, left min, and minimum of right min one, right min two. Yeah. So we have see here that how we can also apply binary search on this type of question. There is no way we can think about how we can apply binary search on this, but there is somehow we can apply it. So this is one of the hardest problem of binary search, and it is little bit typical to think about that how we can apply binary search here. If someone asks this question in interview and tell that please apply the binary search, there is no way we can think there that okay, this is how we can apply it if we not practiced this question before. So yeah, it's tricky, tricky and typical also. Okay, so let's see the next question. So guys, have you understand that what I explained till now? Okay, so the next question is what? Find clear smallest. Yeah. Find the smallest kth pair distance. Kth pair distance. Yeah. This one. This is also one of the good question of binary search. And if someone think that how we can apply binary search, think about it. That how we can apply binary search here. Find kth smallest pair distance. So first, if we see this, what it is given in the question, it is given in the question is that the distance of the pair of integer a comma b is defined as the absolute difference between a and b. That's it. Given an integer array nums and an integer k, return the smallest kth distance among all pairs. So what is the brute force approach that we can think about? So we have seen here that we get 1, 3, 1. So the brute force approach is that what you have said that we have to create each pair, right? So one pair is 1 comma 3, another pair is 1 comma 1, another pair is 3 comma 1. Now, after taking this pair, we will find the absolute difference between them and we store it somewhere. So I will store it inside array. So 3 minus 1, which gives me 2, and what? 3 minus 1, which also gives me 2, and 1 minus 1, which gives me 0. Now, after that, I will short it. Okay, after sorting, I will get 0, 2, and 2. Now, in the question, it is given that I have to return the kth smallest distance. So, basically, this is the first smallest distance. So, I think so. The answer must be 0. So, the answer will be 0. Answer will be 0. So, I have to return this. So, this is the question. So, let's try brute force approach. So, rather than sorting after, I will short it before. So nums dot begin, comma nums dot end, and then what I will do, I will create a vector in answer, and inside that I will start a loop int I is equals to 0 to I is less than n I plus plus, and for int j is equals to 0 to j is less than n j plus plus. So if I want to find the pair, then I can start it from I plus 1 onwards. And then what I will do in find the A, absolute difference between two elements, nums of I minus nums of j. And after finding the absolute difference, I will store it somewhere. Answer dot push, answer dot push back A. And after pushing it, I will return the first pair will be present on 0th index. So whatever the answer key, I will return this. So uh, I got error for this. So if we see, we got the wrong answer. Okay, found k is to be 1. So if I put k is first, so I have to return k minus 1. Yeah. So this is the brute force approach. And this is wrong. Yeah, why this will be wrong? J is less than n. Absolute difference between nums I and nums j. So rather than sorting it before, I will store all the elements and then I will sort it. Let's do this. Nums, sorry, answer dot size, comma, not size, dot begin, comma, answer dot end. Huh. 5 plus 1, if I want to take all of the pairs, so oh yeah, I can start it from, let's try this. Will I start it from 0? J is equals to 0. This is accepted. Yeah. Hi bro, how to improve DSA problem solving by following this problem or what to do bro? Please could you help following the pattern based problem? To improve the DSA, you have to go into the depth that how this code has been implemented. Like पूरा एकदम कि ये कोड तुमने लिखा है इसकी ये लाइन क्यों लिखी गई है, क्या इस लाइन में चेंजेस हो सकते हैं, एंड यू हैव टू गिव टाइम। लाइक एक क्वेश्चन में ये होता है कि देखते हैं कि अरे यार ये तो 20 मिनट लग गए, आधे घंटे लग गए, ये तो टाइम हो गया बहुत। भाई एक क्वेश्चन में 3-3 घंटे भी लगते हैं अगर आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा तो। ये क्वेश्चन है एक मीडियन ऑफ टू सॉर्टेड एरे, ये समझने में मुझे 9 घंटे लगे थे, एक ही क्वेश्चन हो। तब मैं अभी इसको एक्सप्लेन कर पा रहा हूँ। सो बेसिकली यू हैव टू गिव टाइम। अगर कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है तो उस पर ज्यादा टाइम देना पड़ता है, आपको पैटर्न समझना पड़ता है कि कैसे कैसे है, कैसे कैसे इस पे काम हो रहा है। So this is how you can improve. This is the only way. Wait a moment, guys. Wait a moment. Uh, uh. So what we have observed here, it is all the things that is given in the question we already done that, right? And now the time limit must is exceeded. Why? Because if we see the time complexity, we use big of n square time complexity, and also then after that we will do sorting, and after sorting we also create one another array which will take big of n space also, not n space, n square, because if there are 3 elements then the pair must be n square, must be lesser than or equals to n square. So the time space complexity is, can you can't understand. So I've said that you have to give time to a particular question. Like if you see this question, I can understand this question in 9 hours. Means I totally focus on this question for 9 hours, then I will understand that what this actually said. Right. So you have to give time to a single question. Many of the students, what actually they do is that they will see that, okay, this question will take more than 30 minutes, so I will leave that and jump to the next question. That's not the good way to improve problem solving skill. You have to give time to a single question. You have to understand why you have write this line. Like if I change this line, how it will affect my code. If you know each and everything about that code, then that's okay. You will improving. To check if you are improving or not, you can give the contest. Because in contest, you will not get any suggestion like this is a two-pointer question or this is a sliding window question. You have to think about it. You have to observe pattern. So you can only observe pattern when you tackle it. So before that, what you can do is you can follow any of the sheet and you just practice some of the question that on this pattern, what type of question can be created. And after practicing that, you can jump up to the contest to improve your problem solving skills. This is the only way to improve. Now, what we have understand here that we already applied the brute force and the space complexity will be n square and the time complexity. Hello, buddy. Hello. So I am beginner. First, should I start DSA from Stiver? It is just learning days in Python. Can you share the roadmap? Yeah, you can learn it from there. You can learn it. Complete that, whatever the lectures, and then you can jump up to the contests. Whatever the contest that is present on either of the lead code or a code process. Oh, that's good. You can complete that. Now, understand this question that how we can actually solve this. Right. So if we let's take example 131. Uh, Wait, I will take any other another example for this. So where to learn 4 subject for interview? वो तो यार टॉपिक डालो आ जाए वहीं से पढ़ लो 4 सब्जेक्ट के लिए उसके लिए तो शायद लब बब्बर भी है लब बब्बर ने डाल रखे हैं वहां से ही पढ़ सकते हो वही है उतना ही है 4 सब्जेक्ट और ज्यादा डेप्थ में नहीं जाते सो स्मॉलेस्ट केयर पेयर इज स्मॉलेस्ट केयर पेयर कोड साइज array sample केयर पेयर डिस्टेंस 1347 answer is what 1347 K is K2 1347. Okay. 1347. Now, in the brute force approach, what we actually do is we will find all the pairs and store it inside an array. Right. So let's create an array and store all the pair difference. So 1 minus 3, it will give me 2. 1 minus 4, it give me 3. 1 minus 7 give me 6. 3 minus 4, 1. 3 minus 7, 4. 4 minus 7, 3. After that, if I short it, it will become like this. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6. Right. So this is the first smallest element, this is the second smallest element, this is the third smallest, this is the fourth smallest, fifth smallest pair distance, sixth smallest pair distance. Right. So in this, what we actually do is that we create an array, and it is given in the question that we have to return the kth pair. So if k is equals to 1, it means that I have to jump to the 0th index and I have to return whatever the element that is present on that position. Now it is given that we have to solve this question in log n time, right? Log n time, not log n time, it would take n log n time. But if we see that we have to reduce the space basically, we don't have to use space here. So, okay. So we have, how can we think about binary search, right? So suppose if I consider this to be my first, uh, first smallest pair, then how many pairs should be present before this? So if this is the first smallest pair, then no pair will be present before this, right? So what is this logic? So basically what I know is I have to return the, suppose, third smallest pair. So if this is the third smallest pair kth distance, then it means that only there are two pairs that is present before this who will give me the first smallest pair kth distance, and this is the second smallest pair distance. And basically if I want to return the third smallest kth pair distance, not kth pair, I have to return the third smallest pair distance. So if this is my third smallest pair distance, then before that only two elements must be present, because the first element will represent the first smallest pair distance and second element will represent the second smallest pair distance. Have you understand little bit at what we can think and what we have to do? Right. So basically this is what we have to think. So if we see here that if I standing here, what I want, if this is the third smallest pair distance, then only two elements must be present before it. And what this would represent, how this two element will be coming in this array. So basically this two element will be the absolute difference between the two elements which are pairs. So it means that if this is the third smallest kth pair distance, then before that only two elements must become. It means that only two pairs can be created if I consider this to be the minimum value. If I consider this to be a third minimum, then only two minimum come before this. And how this two minimum will be created? This two minimum will be created using two pairs, right? So we have to check for this element how many pairs should be created till this point. So basically we have to reverse thinking. We have to apply reverse thinking that, okay, rather than creating pair and after that finding what is the care distance, we can consider this, okay, this is the care distance. And if this is the care distance, then there must be only this amount of pair that must be present till this point. So we will find the distance first, and then according to the distance, we will find that how many pairs I have. Okay. So if this is my third kth distance or third smallest distance, till this point only three pair must be created. If there is more than three pairs created, it means that suppose five pair is created till this point. It means that there is one pair, then second pair, then third pair, and then fourth pair. It means that this is not my the third smallest kth pair. So what I have to do? I have to go in left direction. should we need to create it? 3 pairs should be needed to create it. So basically, we have to check this that if I consider this 3 to be the kth smallest distance, till this point only 3 pair must be created. And if there are more than 3 pairs created, like here, if suppose I consider that 3 to be the third smallest distance, and till this point the 5 pair is created, it means that before that 4 elements is already present. So this if 4 element is already present, how this 3 is to be my third smallest distance. So it means that I have to move in the left direction. And suppose if I consider this 3 to be my third smallest distance, and I can only form 2 pairs till this point. So if 2 pairs is only formed till this point, it means that before that only one element is present, and this is the second element. So it means that this there is no pairs that is present before that I can calculate and which give me the third smallest pair. So it means that I have to move on right direction, on right side. So let's dry run it that how this will actually solve. So 1, 2, what is the question? 1357. So 1, 3. I think so. It's 4, 7. 4, 7. 1, 3, 4, and 7. And now what I want the second smallest distance. So I have to consider that what is the range? Okay, so what is the search space basically? So what is the minimum distance between 2 pairs? So the minimum distance between 2 pairs should be 1. Let's assume that okay, it may be 1, because if I want the 2 pairs, I want to put them close together. Bro, what is your lead code ID? I have already a description देख लो. भूल गया क्या बोलना था. Confused हो गया. Hmm. You can check my description. Yeah. So I take the starts to be 1. And now what is the maximum distance between the 2 pairs? So if I consider the maximum element from this and the minimum element from this, and I subtract it, this is the maximum distance that I can get. Right? This is the maximum distance that I can take. So it means that I will never cross the boundary of 6. Okay, because what I have to return? I have to return that how many pairs have that cleared distance, or something like that. Okay, so this should be 6. Okay, now I consider mid. So how will I calculate the mid? To calculate the mid, 6 plus 1 by 7 by 2, which gives me 3 here. So I consider the 3 is to be my kth smallest distance. So if 3 is my second smallest distance, because k is 2, second smallest distance, it means that if 3 is somewhere, like suppose here, before until that point only 2 pair must be created. And if there is more than 2 pairs created, it means that this is not the second smallest. The second smallest is present before this, right? So if I reduce the answer space, then what I will do, I will put end is equals to mid. Because maybe there is a possibility that this is also my possible answer. So that's why I put end is equals to mid here. Right, because I will not check for this. That will this be my the care this smallest or not. So I have to reduce my search space. So that's why. Mm, because if this is my there are two methods. There is shrinking and a binary search. So if we apply the shrinking, in shrinking we put end is equals to mid, because we are not considering that mid to be an answer when I when I do the shrinking, and when I left with only one element, I will return that, okay, this is my smallest k pair or whatever the distance is. We already do this in that question, which is hard one, sorted, finding minimum in a rotated sorted array. Two. So I will tell that, okay, 3 is my second smallest distance. So if 3 is my smallest, kth smallest distance, what I will do? I will find all the pairs, right? I will find all my pairs. So one pair I will get is 1 comma 3, and after that another pair is 1 comma 4, and then another pair is what? 1 comma 7. So this will give me 2, and this will give me what? 3. This will give me 6. Now 3 comma 4, 3 comma 7. This will give me 3, not 3. This give me 1, and this gives me what? This gives me 4. Now 4 comma 7. So this will give me what? This will give me 3, right? So if I calculate that, what is the total amount of pairs whose distance is greater than, or sorry, whose distance is less than equals to that, less than equals to what? Less than equals to my mid value. So basically, one is this, one is this. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I would consider that mid is equals to 3 is my second smallest distance. So if this is my second smallest distance, the element that is present before this must be only one, right? Uh, must be only one. But here, what I have seen here is that there are total three distance who is less than equals to my current value, right? Current value. It means that the 3 is not my smallest kth pair. So if it is greater, so it means that what I will do, I will reduce my search space. So if I reduce my search space, so I have to check that what is the answer, or maybe I have done something wrong. Let me see. So yeah, answer is 2. So basically I'm correct. Okay, so what I will do, I will reduce my search space. I got mid is equals to, no, sorry, I will do reduces my search space. Start is equals to 1, and end is equals to what? End is equals to 3 minus 1, which is 2. Again, will I put end is equals to 2? No, I will put end is equals to 3, because I will consider that end is equals to mid, because I was doing shrinking. So end is equals to 3. Again, I find the mid value, and finding the mid, 1 plus 3 by 2, which gives me 2. So I will consider, okay, 2 is the second smallest distance. So yeah, second smallest distance. So again, I will check that how many pairs I have, and I have to check that, mm, I have to check what? I have to check that how many pairs whose distance is less than equals to the mid value. Okay, so I have seen here that, okay, there is one value and there is another two values basically. So if 2 is my second smallest distance, then before and till this point, so I already said that before and till this point, only that amount of pair must be present. Okay, means k pair must be present. So I have seen that, okay. So basically what happen is there are total k pair, there are total two pairs, and what I want, if this 2 is to be my second smallest distance, it means that till this point only the pair count, whatever the pair count I have, this pair count must be smaller than equals to k. Then only this should be considered to be a one of my answer. Right, one of my answer. So, okay, so I get one of my answer, and I already know that if I consider this mid, If I consider this mid, I already got the answer. So if I already got the answer, what I will do, I will change my search space. So if I not found my answer, I will do end is equals to mid. And if I find my answer, what I will do start is equals to mid plus one. Mid plus one. So what is the mid? Mid is mid is 2. So I will do 3 here and end is equals to 3. End is also equals to 3. Again, I will find mid. And after finding mid, I got 3. So I will 3. Okay, 3 is my second smallest key pair. So second smallest key pair is so if this is second smallest key pair, how many element that is greater than less than equals to this point? So I will see that 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there are total 4 pairs. So basically this is greater than what? Greater than what? Greater than the amount of pair that I want. So basically this is not my answer. So what I will do, I will reduce my search space. So how will I reduce my search space? Hmm. How will I reduce my search space? Because I will do end is equals to, okay. Mm, basically, I have to run a loop till start is less than end. So start is less than end. And when I see that, okay, start will become equals to end because in a shrinking, we not put equals to because what I know, I got one value. So if I got one value, then start and end will point at that same point. So when start and end will point at same point, I will stop the loop. So it means that this condition never comes. And when this condition comes, basically the loop will break and whatever the answer present, I will return that answer. Hey bro, practice. Oh, guide binary such question. Don't practice this lead code stupid questions. ये गूगल में पूछा था अभी ये वाला क्वेश्चन मेरे भैया ने दिया था इंटरव्यू तो उनसे पूछा था if this is stupid why Google asked this. Yeah, so int start. I will consider the minimum distance to be 1 and maximum distance to be what end is equals to. Before that, I have to short this. So nums dot begin, comma nums dot end. I have to short this, and then what I have to do? Nums of n minus 1 minus nums of 0. And there is int n is equals to what? N is equals to nums dot size. So after that, I perform the shrinking. And how will I perform it? Start is less than end, so in. After that, I will find the mid. Mid is equals to start, basically start plus end minus start by 2. Okay, and then I have to do something that I have to check that how many pairs I already get. So int pair. So check pair. Check pair. Check pair inside that I will pass that whatever the mid value I have. Then after that I will pass whatever the nums I have. And then I will pass that how many what is the k. And then after that I will check if I get my pair is greater than equals to k greater than okay greater than k na. So I will do end is equals to mid because and else I will do start is equals to mid plus 1 and return return answer, not answer start, whatever, I will return it. Then I have to create the pairs. So how will I create the pair? For that, I have to apply the sliding window basically. So int and check pair, how many pairs I have. So for that, intermediate is there, vector int and nums int k, and then I'll perform a sliding window. So int I is equals to 0 and int, sorry, for int j is equals to 0, 2j is less than n, sorry, j is less than n j plus plus. Okay, and int count is equals to 0, and one thing is int nums dot size. And then what I will do, I will perform a sliding window while nums I minus nums j. So basically nums j, because what I want the distance to be lesser. So I want distance to be lesser nums j minus nums I. And if it is greater than what? Greater than mid. If greater than mid, what I will do? I will do I plus plus, and then I will count plus equals to j minus I. Right, j minus I. So will I return that how many pairs I have, or will I return the boolean here? Basically, I will return the boolean, right? I don't have to calculate that how many pairs I have. So check pair, check pair. Mid and then nums, mid nums, and then k. So if I get the answer, okay, this is the possible answer I will get. So if I get the count is greater than, what I will return? I will return that count is greater than equals to the amount of pair that I want. If I see that, okay, count that this much pair I want, and I already get that amount of pair. So what I will do n minus minus, because I will check will any other care the smallest distance which is possible. Because suppose I consider that mm, in this question, what I know that I got 1, 2. So basically I got that 2 is my second smallest care pair. Now suppose if there are duplicate present like 2, 2, 2, and again 2, and then 3. And now I find this 2. So I know that 2 is the smallest care pair distance, but the position, if we see here, this is not the correct position. This is the correct position. So what I will do? I will move on left side. So end is equals to mid, right? So that's why I have to do this. Okay, so when count is greater than equals to k, what I will do? I will do end is equals to mid, otherwise start is equals to mid plus 1, and then I will return whatever the start value is. So what is this logic? I will explain it. So how will I perform this pairs, right? Like I have given that 1, 3, 4, 7. So basically we apply a sliding window logic. Okay, sliding window logic. So my I is here and my J is also here. So I will check that how many pairs have been filled. So what I want that all the pair should be counted, all the pairs should be counted whose sum is either smaller than or equals to k. ठीक है, smaller than or equals to not k, basically the min. So how will I calculate that how many pairs I have to include? So in this logic, what we actually do is we will take each element as a barrier. Like if I create pair, so I got 1 comma 1, then 1 comma 3, then 1 comma 4, 1 comma 7, then 3 comma 4, 3 comma 7, then 4 comma 7. So rather than creating 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 7, what we actually do, we will check that how many pairs are there which has last element is equals to 1. Right, we are thinking about this. That how many pairs are there that whose last element is 1. So I've seen here that there is no pair whose last element is 1. So it means that there is no pair. So basically there is no pair. So why we are thinking about this? Let's observe. So basically now after that I will check that how many pairs have last elements to be a 3. So I got 1 comma 3 only, right? After that, what I have observed here, I am observing here, okay, this is my boundary point, basically. This is my boundary point. Now I will calculate what is the distance of this. So distance will be 2. So what I observe here, okay, if I consider the kth smallest distance to be 3, this is one of my possibility. So how will I calculate the pair? So to calculate the pair, this is j, this is I, this is 1, this is 0. So if I want to calculate the pair, what I will do? I will do j minus I. So this will gives me that how many pairs that has last elements to be a 3 has been created. Right. After that, I jump here. After jumping here, what I will do? I will check. I will check one thing that okay. What I will check? I will check. Okay, I will consider this pair. I will take this element, and now I will check. Will 4 minus 1 is greater than what? Greater than what? Greater than my mid value. If it is greater than my mid value, so why if I put my j here, it means that I have to check all the pairs which has last elements to be a 4. So basically this is 1 comma 4 and 3 comma 4. These are the only two pairs, right? So what I observed that okay 1 comma 4 is one of my possible answer. Okay, because what I have considered that if this is greater than mid, this is not my possible answer. So I will not move my this pointer because what I want the 3 is my kth smallest distance, and I will move my pointer only if I get my uh, difference between the two elements to be greater than mid. Like here, I already write. If it is greater than mid, then only I will move. Otherwise, all the pairs that is coming between them should be considered because all the pair that is between them, as this is sorted already, all the elements that is present between them should form a pair whose sum or whose difference is lesser than whatever the k that I want, right? So that's why. So I will see that, okay, how many pairs also included. So which has last element to be a 4. One is the 1 comma 4, another one is a 3 comma 4. And both have, if we see the difference, both have difference is less than equals to whatever the minimum care distance is. Right. So how many pairs I have? So basically J is what? J is 2 and I is what? 0. So basically two pairs are there. Okay, so I will include that two pairs also. Now after that I will jump it to this. After jump it to this, my I is again here. Now I will see what is the difference between them. So difference is 6. So I will see that okay, the smallest care pair that I was consider is 3. So if I get the difference is greater than 3, it means that this is not my smallest care pair. So as this is sorted, if I move my I pointer, then the difference will decrease. So I will move my difference. So I will see that okay. 7 minus 3, it gives me 4. So as it gives me 4, that I don't want the 4 as a difference, because the minimum difference that I want is at least only 3. So I will see that, okay, it means that I have to move again my I pointer. So when I move my I pointer, what I've seen? I have seen that, okay, 7 minus 4 is 3. So basically, if this is 3, uh, this is not greater than my mid value. As this is not greater than my mid value, I will check that how many pairs I should create. So basically, this is 3 and this is 2. So our j minus I will give me 3 minus 2, which is equals to 1. It means that one pair, and I will include that pair. So basically, this is the sliding window logic to find all the pairs. Okay, and we will apply this. So basically, this question is binary search plus sliding window. And this is the question asked in Google. So it's little bit typical, but this is what this is. So we have to reverse think about this question. Like, rather than finding pair and then find what is the kth smallest distance, we have to check that what is the kth smallest distance, and according to that, we have to check that how many pairs till that point we can form. I got the wrong answer. Expected 0. Will I change something? Will I change? Huh? Good afternoon, Sid. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, buddy, I am doing well. Something gone wrong. I have to check what I've done wrong. Yeah. Will I put this? If this is possible, I have to do this, right? Sure. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Will I have to check here or will I have to return pair? Right. Let's see this. If I return pair, then what happens? I will return pair and I will store it somewhere. So basically, uh, int pair is equals to, I will call this function. And then if I see that a pair is greater than equals to k, then I will do this or otherwise. So there is no need of passing the k here because there is no use of k. I only have to count that how many pairs I need. So, oh, something went wrong. I already shot it. I consider the difference between the pairs expected. Oh, I will never get 0. I will never get a 0. Yeah, and I started with 1. The minimum distance should be 1. Sorry, 0. And the maximum distance should be. So that's what. I was thinking, okay, so this is correct. So with this, I think so the binary search have ended, and now we can jump up to the string. So there are more questions, but basically they are OA questions, and I never tried that questions. And if I try to explain first, before that I have to understand that what is this question. Longest summary where ZOR is equals to end. And okay, will this question present anywhere? I have to check it. Which was no. अरे ये क्या? This is not. This is not. ये क्वेश्चन कहीं पे प्रेजेंट है कि नहीं ये भी नहीं पता है. I got this thing from some A. OA. OA ऑनलाइन असेसमेंट कहीं पे किसी की इमेज पड़ी थी वहीं से निकाली थी. OA और नॉर्मल डीएसए में बहुत डिफरेंस है. ये क्वेश्चन होगा ही नहीं. मोस्ट प्रोबेबली नहीं होगा. सो पूछता हूँ जेमिनी वगैरह से पूछता हूँ. हम्म, अरे इतना देर क्या ढूंढ रहा है. नहीं है तो है कि नहीं है कि नहीं. प्रेजेंट इन चैट हिस्ट्री. अरे तो चैट हिस्ट्री में है. ये तो मैंने इमेज से निकलवाया था वो चीज. नहीं है भाई ये क्वेश्चन. कह रहे हैं ना. और भी आगे वाले भी नहीं है. ये सब भी नहीं है. एक्चुअली. हम्म to get this question. Okay, now the binary search is ended and we can start it with what? With the string. Right, string. String. Ah, what? What? Wait a moment, we will start in few minutes. So guys, पिछला वाला समझ में आया ये scarce smallest pair में क्या कर रहे हैं. अरे भगवान. Okay, so let's start with string. So what is string? String is nothing basically. So basically what is string? String is an array. In C++, string is an array type character which holds the character. Like suppose if I write something like hello, so HE, so hello will be stored in this format. And here it will be /n, which tells that we have to terminate at this point. So this is how the string is stored in an array, and there is no data structure called string basically, and there is a character array which will be present inside C++, and we can include it using one library called string include, and the library name is string. So this library, after initializing this library, you can get access of string. So first thing is that. Second thing is how we can take input or how we can declare it. So we can declare it like this, string s. So this is declaration and this is initialization. Basically not, basically taking an input s. But there is a problem. There is a problem. What's the problem? So the problem is that suppose if I take a string and I suppose if I write hello world, if I write this hello world, then this hello only stored in S and this world will not store because it will store the sentence till that point till I not get the space or enter, right? So how can I store hello world? So to store hello world, there is another thing called get line, and inside that get line, we have to write what we have to perform C in. We have to perform C in on which string I have to perform. I have to perform on this S. So basically, this is my getLine function, and this is basically my cin. If I want to take single word as an input, I can use this. If I want the sentence to be as an input, I can use this. So basically, this will take more time if we see the internals of it, and most of the time we will use this cin only. Right, so this is all about the strings, uh, and this is more than enough if you are learning strings from the theory perspective. Now let's jump up to the question. So the first question is that there is a question with reverse the string, reverse the string. So here it is given that input is hello and we have to print it in reverse. Like, so we have completed the theory and now we will start with questions. So there is hello. Now what we want to do, we want to reverse it. So for reversing, the basic way is that I can use my reverse function. Okay, reverse function, and I can pass my hello here. So this is one of the approach. Okay, rather than hello, you can also write that s dot begins to s dot end. S dot begins to s dot end. So this will reverse, and that's it. And you can return whatever the original string. So this is one of the approach. Another approach is that what I want this O to be here and this H to be here. After that, what I want this E to be here and this L to be here and this L to be here. So according to that, what I was thinking, okay, I will take two pointers. This one pointer is I, another pointer J on this position. Now what I will do, I have seen that H comes here, O comes here. It means that I can swap it. So if I swap it, what I will get? I will get H here and O here. After that, I will increase my I and decrease my J. After taking I and J, what I know? I want L here and E here. So it means that I want to swap it. So I can swap it. So L will become present here, E will be here. After that, I will increase my I and decrease my J. So both pointing at the same point. So I will print here. Okay, L. So basically, this is the answer that I want. So what I've done here is I will take one pointer I, which is at 0, and another pointer J, which is at n minus 1. And while what? While I is less than equals to J, what I've done here is that I will swap whatever the element is. Swap Si, comma Sj. Okay, and then I do I plus plus, comma J plus plus. Sorry, J minus minus. Sorry, J minus minus. And that's it. And I have to return whatever the S is. So let's do this. I will about this one, this one. So basically, this is the question, and I don't want to return anything. It is given in the question, and I don't want to return because the returning type is void. So I will take I is to be 0 and j is to be n minus 1, and I would take int n is to be s dot length, right? And while start, no, not start, I is less than equals to j, what I will do? I will do swap s of I, comma s of j, and I plus plus, j minus minus, and I don't have to return anything. Length, oh, basically this is an array. This is an array, right? So basically this is size. Hmm. So the first portion of a string is completed. So wait a moment, guys. What the hell is this? The tab is not charging. Hmm. So let's jump to the next question. Okay, defanging. Okay, defanging. Fine. Defanging of an IP address. So 1.1.1.1, given a valid IPv4 IP address, return the defanged version of that IP address. If defanged IP address replaces every period with this. Okay, so I have given 1.1.1.1, and I have to convert this into 1, this bracket, then 1, this bracket, and then 1, this bracket, and then 1. This is what we have to return. Okay, so what I observe here, we can traverse over in a string. We will see that 1 is coming. I don't have to do anything. Now I see, okay, point is coming. So when point is coming, what I will do? I will replace it with the this thing. Okay. So that's what we have to do. So I will take int whatever the I will mark this as string s. Okay, s dot length. Now int I is equals to 0 and while I is less than n I plus plus. Oh, while I is less than n I plus plus. Whenever I see if s of I is equals to whatever the point is, what I will do, as this is an array, so si equals to what? Basically, okay. So basically, this is not a character, this is a string. So I will replace it with dot. That's it. And now after that, I will return mm, hmm, or I will return what? Return s. Oh, si. Mm, comparison between pointer and integer. Result of comparison against string literal is unspecified. Oh, basically I got the character here, right? I got the character here. And if I got the character, how, in a place the character, how will I store the string? That's the major issue. So basically I have to create another string where I will store it. String answer. So if I see that si is equals to point answer dot pushback s not s, I will push back what? I will add my string, right? So answer plus equals to basically I will add this. And otherwise else what I will do? Answer plus equals to whatever the si. And I will return the answer. Oh, time limit will be exceeded because of this. Yeah, this is accepted. Wait a moment, guys. We will jump to the next question. So, what is the next question? Okay, okay. Pen I have. So it is given that, okay, a panagram is a sentence where every letter of the English alphabet appear at least once. Okay. Given a string sentence containing only lowercase English letter, return true if sentence is panagram or otherwise false. Otherwise, okay. So we have to check that if this string is a panagram or not. So panagram is a string where we have 26 characters in an English alphabet. So all the 26 characters must be present at least one time in that sentence. If any of the character is missing, it means that this sentence is not a panagram. So we have to check if this string hold all the alphabets or not. So how we will check? So to check this, one thing we will do and one thing we will learn that how we will create a frequency array. Okay, we will learn about it. So before learning about pentagram, first we will learn about at how we will create a frequency array. So one thing we know that an alphabet has 26 characters, right? So if we store that all the characters that I get in the string somewhere, and I will check which character is not present. So if some character is not present, I will return that, okay, this string is not paragram because this particular word is missing or this particular letter is missing. So for that, we are creating a frequency array of a character. So will this increases my space complexity? No, because the max to max size of this alphabetical uh, character array is either 256 according to the situation, or if it is only lowercase, then it will be only 26. If this is uppercase, then only it is also 26. So it means that the maximum size of this arrays goes up till 256, or the minimum should be either if I want to store the numbers, it will be from 0 to 9. So it will be of 10 size or 26. So it means that if I do big of 26, it means that big of 1 complexity. It means that it will not take as much space, right? So fine. So how will we create basically frequency array? So one thing we will do is what I know. If this is an array, it will have some index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up to so on. Okay, so suppose if I have given a string A, B, C, B, A. This is one of my string that is given. Now, I want to check if this string is in this string, how many characters present how many types, right? So what I will do, I have seen that A is my first character. So if A is my first character and my array size is from 0 to, sorry, array size is 26, but if I see that index will be from 0 to 25. So I will map each number for each index with the particular character. Like 0 represent A, 1 represent B, 2 represent C, and same as like that, 25 represents Z. So basically, if there is an string I have given, like this string is given, so I will take A. This is my character A, character C, which is equals to A. Now what I want to do, I want to store the occurrence of this character on 0th index. So what is the ASCII value of this? The ASCII value of this will be 97, right? So if I want to store it at the 0th position, what I have to subtract to get 0? So to get 0, I will subtract 97. right? So when I subtract 97, I got 0. And at 0 position, what I will do? Will I store A? No. I will store the occurrence of it. So I jump up to the 0th index and mark and increase whatever the value initially there is present. Initially there is 0 present at every point. So I will increase that number by 1, right? I will increase that number by 1. Then I again jump to B. What is the sky number of B? It will be 98. Now B is mapped with 1. So how will I jump to 1? So to jump at 1, what I will do? 98 minus 97. I got 1. Right. We will see that how we will get this 1 and 0 and whatever the value that we want. So I will get 1 and I will jump to 1 index, and whatever the value that is present at that position, I will increase it by 1. Then I will jump to C here. Now C is mapped with 2. So what is the sky value of C? It should be 99. So I subtract 99 minus 97. So it should be 2. So I jump to 2 and increase the value by 1. Now I again be B. So B will be 98 and I will subtract it by 97. I jump up to 1 index and whatever the value that is present, I increase it by 1. So it got 2. Same for it, this A also, it increases by 2. So one thing we observe that whatever the value that we can get any value and we can store it inside K. C, whatever the value that I got. Like here I will get A. After that, I will get that sky value. So sky value should be 97. And now I subtract every sky value, whatever the character it has. Like here, C has a sky value 99. I subtract it with 97. Okay. And after subtracting it, I got what is the index where this C should be stored. So I will jump at to that index and then increase the value. So if we see this, if I take this character C, suppose C is any character, like C should be A, B, C, D, we can represent it with the help of C. Okay. So from that character, what I have subtracted? I have subtracted 97. So rather than 97, can I subtract A? After subtracting it, so basically if I consider C to be a D, okay, C to be a D character, D means 100. And 100 minus what? A. So if I subtract anything from the integer, another thing is also converted into integer. So it will convert it into what? 97. So 100 minus 97. It will be 3. I got C minus A. And basically this will provide me what? This will provide me index. Of which index? So index of whatever the array that I created, like frequency array. Right? I created a frequency array. And now when I jump to that index, then what I will do? Whatever this will give me what? This will give me whatever the value that is present at frequency C minus A position. And what I will do, whatever the value there present, what I will do, I will either do plus equals to 1, or another thing that I can do is pre-increment, not pre-increment, post-increment. So we can use any of this. So we can perform same logic on this. So we will we will create a 26 size array, and inside that I will store all the occurrences. And after that I will traverse on that array. And while traversing, if I see any of the position has value equals to 0. So value equals to 0 signifies that I will never get that character. So if I not get that character, it means that this string is not pentagram, because pentagram is all the characters present at least one time. So I think so. You have understood that how we can create a frequency array. So let's see how we can create. So first one is the vector, and this frequency array basically not take any space because it has constant space 26 for lowercase letters. So frequency should be 26 comma 0, and then what I will do, I will iterate over I is equals to zeros to I is less than s I plus plus, and then hmm, wait s. So okay, I can use the for each loop also. Char c and s, and then what I will do, first I will do c minus a. Okay, and this will be filled in a bracket, and where I have to go? I have to go onto the frequency array, and then it increase plus equals to 1. Right, I can do this. And this will create my frequency array. After creating frequency array, what I will do? I will traverse over my frequency array, and if I see any of the x uh, which is equals to 0, right, which is equals to 0, it means that this string is not a pentagram. So return false, and otherwise I will return true. I think so. You all have understood that what we actually do in this question. Ah, थकावट समझ समझ के हो गई है थकावट भाई साहब. Done. We have done this also. ये सब क्या लिखा है? तीन बच कौन करेगा? This another question. No, this is same. Screenshotting. Mm-hmm. Screenshotting. ये कौन सी है? String shorting. Okay, basically we have to short this string. String को शुरू को array समझ सकते हो. Okay, custom sorting. What is this? Basically there are two string. नहीं यार ये तो custom sort है. What it is? ये कुछ और ही दे दिया इसमें ये। तो बेसिकली क्या था, ये बबल शॉट है, कोई तो शॉट है ये। खैर ये इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं। बिल्ट इन शॉट, क्विक शॉट और टीम शॉट और हीप शॉट वगैरह वगैरह। So basically counting shot. Okay, so in string there is one shorting which we called as counting shot, right? कौन से ईयर में हो, कॉलेज नहीं जाते क्या? नहीं यार, कॉलेज तो नहीं जाता मैं, और मैं हूँ फोर्थ ईयर में। कॉलेज में कुछ होता ही नहीं है, जाऊंगा क्या? हम्म। सो ओके, सो सपोज क्या कर रहे हैं? स्ट्रिंग पढ़ रहा हूँ, स्ट्रिंग पढ़ रहा हूँ और पढ़ा भी रहा हूँ, बोथ doing two things at same time. So basically, I have given a string. Like suppose I can take any string. Suppose if I take hello, and now what I want to short that string. So when I short it can be shorted in lexicographical order. So what is lexicographical order? So lexicographical order means dictionary order, right? So in dictionary order, we will see that will H comes before E or will E comes before H. So सही है, सीखा। मेरे को बहुत दिक्कत होती है स्ट्रिंग क्वेश्चंस में। ओके, सो ओके ओके भाई, ट्राई ट्राई करता हूँ मैं। ठीक है। सो वी व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू short this string. So when we perform a custom short, like any of this shorting algorithm, how actually string actually shorted. So it will be shorted in lexicographical order. So what is lexicographical order? Basically the dictionary order. So in dictionary there is A, then B, then C, and then D, E, and so on. Right? So uh, if I see here, I got H. Okay, I got H here, and I know that E will come before. So if E come before H, what I will do? What is the actual answer? So E will be here. Then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So it means that after E, H will come. Okay, after E, H will come. Then L will come, then L will come, and then O will come. So basically, this is the sorted order, right? So if this is the sorted order, the हाँ हाँ हाँ, right, alphabetical order. So if this is the sorted order, or we can apply any of the sorting, like bubble sort or selection sort or insertion sort. So basically bubble, insertion and selection, this all of the three sort will take big O of n square time. Now rather than this, we have merge sort, quick sort and heap sort. Merge, quick and heap sort. Okay, basically this will take n log n time, right? And now, other than this, there is a STL library short function. In C++, this will use tim short. So, tim short will also take log n time. But there is one more shorting which we called as counting short, and this will take only big of n time complexity. But we prefer to use this merge short. Why? Because this counting short will only applied on small ओके, एक सेकेंड। So if we see that counting short will take big O of n time, but we will use merge sort. Why? Because counting sort will only applied on smaller size array, like the array up to 10 raised to power pi size. So it is so basically we apply this sorting, and if we can apply this sorting only when if we see that okay array size must be less than equals to 10 raised to power pi. So how we can apply the counting sort? To apply the counting sort, what we will do, we will create a frequency array of 26 size. Inside it, I already told that how we can create a mapping. Okay, so in mapping, what we will do, we will store all the occurrence of all the characters. Like we will store H here. So basically H comes how many times? One time. E comes how many times? One time. L comes two times. And O comes one time. And basically this frequency array will store in lexicographical order. Like first E will come, then H will come, then L will come, then O will come, and then all the elements should be stored it like this. 1, 1, 2, 1. And this array size not more than greater than 26, so that's why it will take the space complexity of big of 1 only. And after that, what we will do, that wait a moment, wait a moment. Uh, Mhm. After that, what we will do, that we will traverse over this array. So if we traverse over a 26 size array, the time complexity is also big of 1. Okay. So from 0 till 26. And at each point, what we will do? At each point, I will print all the character occurrence. Like I have see that, okay, the occurrence is 1, so I will print E one time. Again, I will see that, okay, H is 1, I will print H here. After that, I will see, okay, L will comes two times, so I will print L here and L again. Till this occurrence will not become 0, I will print it. After that, I will see that, okay, O is there, so I will print O here. So this is sorted out, right? And this is counting sort, and this is how we can apply it. So wait a moment, I will show you that how we can apply this counting sort. Mm, 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 mm. See, no. Okay, so I will create another file which is main.cpp here for the 14. So it take little bit of time. Wait. Start loading. Main.cpp, yeah. Include date slash std c++ dot h using namespace. What the heck? Namespace std, and then there is main. Basically int main. Int main and I have to return 0. So int, not int, I have to take the string here, string s, c in s. I will take this. I will take a frequency array of a vector. So frequency array, or I will take n here. So I can put n is equals to what? S dot length. Okay, and then I will store all the occurrences. So how will I store it? So char c and s, and then frequency c. Basically I will do a and what? Plus plus. And after that, I want to print the shorted order. So int I is equals to 0 still I is less than frequency dot size and I plus plus. And then what I will do, I will use a while loop to know the occurrence to till the frequency I is not 0. What I will do, I will take the index, whatever the index. So I will take the index char c is equals to, or I will take the character here char c. S dot size होता है ना? No, I will already created the frequency array na. So frequency array has only 26 size. So basically, oh, why I will write that 20? I have to write 26 here. Okay. So 26 while char, and now I have to find that I plus a. So it will give me the character, and I will print whatever the character is. C out, C, and this. I think so. This will working fine. I think so. Hmm. And let's see if this will work or not. Hmm. What? Okay, I have to take this string, right? So I will take hello. So this is sorted. You see here, this will provide me the sorted order of the string, and this is basically the counting sort. So we can try on any another string also. डॉट लेंथ क्यों यूज किया वो तो जावा में होता है ना सी प्लस प्लस में भी होता है डॉट साइज डॉट लेंथ कुछ भी यूज कर सकते हैं वो जो डॉट लेंथ होता है वो बेसिकली एक क्या है वो एक प्रॉपर्टी है और ये जो डॉट लेंथ है या डॉट लेंथ यूज किया था वो बेसिकली एक फंक्शन यानी कि मेथड देखा जाए तो हाँ सो कोई और स्ट्रिंग ले लेते हैं जैसे कि कुछ भी ले लेते हैं दिस इज अ बॉक्स सो ए एफ एच आई दो टाइम ओ फिर डबल एस फिर टी एक्स सो बेसिकली दैट्स इट so this is counting short, and I think so. What is counting short? मैंने एक डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल रखा है आप जाके देख सकते हो okay, jump up to next question. अब कोई भी string भी आएगी okay, I have completed this longest palindromic substring. Ah, लॉन्गेस्ट पैलिंड्रोमिक सबस्ट्रिंग, क्या करूंगा? अब मेरे को ये भी बताना है कि आई डोंट नो व्हाट वी हैव टू डू. So let's think about it, how we can solve it. If we are not able to solve it, then we will see the solution, that how actually this will be performed. So BABAT and BAB. ABA, okay, this is also valid. Longest palindromic substring. Fine. I have no idea. Wait. BABAT, ठीक है. And BAB. BA. Ah, BAD. Why? अरे वो ग्राइंडिंग नहीं थी यार, वो उस टाइम पे मेरी तबीयत खराब थी और थोड़ा उल्टी सीधी चीजें हो रही थी, तो मैं अपना डिस्ट्रैक्शन के लिए वो कर रहा था. स्क्रीन नॉट विजिबल. ओ वेट, वेट. ओ आई थिंक सो विजिबल हो गया. सो देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन दैट longest palindromic substring, and what we have to do is we have to return what is that longest palindromic substring. And really, I don't know how to solve this, but let's think about it, that how we can do this. Yep, yeah, buddy. So, so one thing I observe here is BABAT, right? So this is given. So what I actually do is I will create all the substrings, right? One of the possibilities, I will create all the substrings that I have. So one substring is this B, and another one is that BA, and another one is that BAB, then another one is that BABA, another one is that BABAD, and then again I will create another substring AB, then ABA, and then ABAD, then I will create another substring BA, sorry, I will left with A now, so I will consider A also. And in this portion, I will left with what? I will left with B here, then BA, then BAD, then I will take A here, then AD, and then D. I will create all the substrings. आज का प्रॉब्लम अभी तो नहीं किया यार, वो तो बड़ा आड़ा तिरछा सा प्रॉब्लम करूंगा. वो दिमाग खाने वाला प्रॉब्लम है कुछ तो. वो कल जो आया था, कल से अलग है. मुझे लगा मैं कल वाला ही, वो जो जैसे फाइंड कर रहे थे ऑपरेशन करके वो लगा दूं. क्वेरी दी है तो वो बस उस क्वेरी की सब स्ट्रिंग बना के उसमें वही ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म कर दूं, एरर में डाल के रिटर्न कर दूं कि ये आ रही है मेरी मैक्सिमम लेंथ. बट बट प्रॉब्लम हुई है कि वैसे वो सॉल्व होने वाला ही नहीं है. हम्म. वैसे वो सॉल्व होने वाला ही नहीं है, वो उसमें कुछ और ही लॉजिक लग रहा है. उसको देखूंगा क्या करना है उसमें, और नहीं आएगा तो सॉल्यूशन पढ़ूंगा फिर कैसे होगा वो. ये जो नहीं आता उसका सॉल्यूशन पढ़ता हूँ. फिर उसको ट्राई करता हूँ कि अगली बार कभी ना पढ़ना पड़े उसका सॉल्यूशन. तो कल वाले का टू है वो, हाँ हाँ वही वही. कल वाला तो हो गया था, आज वाला कुछ अजीब सा ही है. ईयर और कॉलेज, आई एम इन फोर्थ ईयर एंड कॉलेज का नाम ने मैं लूंगा नहीं क्योंकि वो मेरे को पैसे नहीं देता प्रमोट करने के। तो वो टायर 3 कॉलेज है बेसिकली, बस इतना ही। So I will create all the substring and after that I will create another function, will check if this string is a palindrome or not. Okay, so there is a palindromic function and inside it I will pass my string and this function will return if this string is palindrome or not. If this is palindrome, I will update my maximum length. So I will check, will this be palindrome? Yeah. So the maximum length will be 1. Then I will see, will this be palindrome? No. Will this be palindrome? Yes. So maximum length will be 3. Till now, the 3 is the maximum palindromic length. Now I will see, this is palindrome? No. Will this be palindrome? No. Will this be palindrome? Yes. So maximum length is 3, so I will not update it. This is a palindrome? No. This is palindrome? Yeah. What is the maximum length? It is actually 3, so I will not change it. Will this be a palindrome? No. Will this be a palindrome? This will be a palindrome. This will be a palindrome. Basically, this will be a palindrome. This is palindrome. This is palindrome. This is not. This is not. This is not. This is not. This one is. This is not. This one is. So I have to return that what is the maximum palindromic length substring. So it is 3. So we have to see is this 3 or not. So actually it is of 3 and we have to return that what is that palindromic string. क्या सेम मैं भी फोर्थ ईयर एंड थर्ड पहिया कॉलेज, आज का भी सेम है, बस वो एक मैट्रिक्स में या वेक्टर वेक्टर है, वो हर रो को निकालना है। हाँ वो, अरे वो मेरे को लगा कि वो हो वैसे ही जाएगा। स्लाइडिंग विंडो कल वाले में तो बस ये किया था कि मैं ये देख रहा था कि यहाँ तक जो जितने जीरो के पेयर बन गए पिछले कहाँ पे बने थे, और वो देख ले रहा था और फिर उसमें से जो भी मैक्सिमम निकाल के उसको स्टोर कर ले रहा था और जितने वंस थे उसमें जोड़ दे रहा था और वो खत्म हो गई। वही वाला लॉजिक इसमें भी लगाया, मैंने सोचा सब स्ट्रिंग बना लेता हूँ ये एल से आर की और ये पास कर देता हूँ और ये मेरे को बता देगा कि लॉन्गेस्ट एक्टिव सेशन क्या बन सकता है, उसको स्टोर कर दूंगा, बट वो वैसे नहीं हुआ। स्ट्रिंग वाला, ये वाला मैं स्लाइडिंग विंडो स्ट्रिंग वाला, अच्छा स्लाइडिंग विंडो। सो पहले तो ब्रूट फोर्स तो चलो 3 5 करके सोच लिया। अब ये है कि स्लाइडिंग विंडो लगेगी, बट कैसे लगेगी? कैसे लगेगी? मेरे को सारी, अब मैं पहली बात की स्लाइडिंग विंडो लगा भी, लेकिन मेरे पास सोचा कैसे कि स्लाइडिंग विंडो लगा दूंगा। पहली चीज कि व्हाट इज द थॉट प्रोसेस that how we can jump up to the sliding window. So if we see here, right, क्या एक्सपेंड करते जा सकते हैं, या सो व्हाट आई हैव सीन हियर इज, हम्म क्या करूंगा, एंड मैक्स में सेव करेंगे, हाँ। सो अगर मैं इसके बारे में फिर से सोचूं, so one thing I observed is that I have to create multiple substrings, and in all of the substring I will remove, like if I create the substring with this, what I have done here, I will remove the first character in next one. Okay, and I will store what is the maximum one, and then after that I will jump to next one, and again I will move the first character. So it means that I am standing in some position, and then after that, what I will do, I will start comparing. I will start comparing the character from first position. Will this be a palindrome? Uh, no, 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 no. ऐसा नहीं है, कुछ गलत साइड पे सोच रहा हूँ। पहले तो सही किया है कि ब्रूट फोर्स का बेसिक फंडा ये है कि हम स्ट्रिंग के सारे पॉसिबल टुकड़े निकालें और हर एक टुकड़े को चेक करेंगे कि वो पैरेंडोन है या नहीं, और जो सबसे बड़ा होगा उसे याद रख लेंगे। इसको करने के लिए हमें तीन काम करने होते हैं। हाँ, प्रॉब्लम देखो दोबारा। हम्म। प्रॉब्लम तो देख ली, प्रॉब्लम देख ली मैंने। और ये है कि मेरे को लॉन्गेस्ट पैरेंड्रोन की पूरी स्ट्रिंग ही रिटर्न कर देनी है कि ये है भाई स्ट्रिंग। तो खैर सीख रहा हूँ, अभी मैंने स्ट्रिंग को ढंग से नहीं पढ़ा है, तो मैं देखूँ तो कि इसमें लगता क्या क्या है, आइडिया ही नहीं है अभी। तो इतना मेरे को जहां तक समझ में आया उतना तो मैंने किया, और मेरे को भी स्लाइडिंग विंडो का उतना आइडिया नहीं है कि, क्योंकि स्लाइडिंग विंडो के क्वेश्चन ही नहीं किए, अभी तो नहीं किए। सो बोल इस पैलिंड्रोन और स्ट्रिंग एस, ओके ये सब तो चलो तीन पांच करके निकाल दूंगा ये सब तो। सो स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्स टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी विल बी एन क्यूब, दो नेस्टेड लूप लगाते हैं सारी सब स्ट्रिंग जनरेट करने के लिए, और सब स्ट्रिंग को चेक करने के लिए इस पैलिंड्रोन फंक्शन चलाते हैं, ये तो ठीक है। स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी मेरी स्टार्ट इंडेक्स और मैक्स लेंथ। स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्स हमने कोई स्ट्रिंग एक्स्ट्रा एक्स्ट्रा स्ट्रिंग या स्पेस सेव नहीं की, बस इंडेक्सेस स्टार्ट इंडेक्स और मैक्स लेंथ का यूज हुआ है। अब जब इंटरव्यू में बोले कि एन क्यू बहुत स्लो है, तो उन्हें बोलना है कि सर इसको हम एक्सपेंड अराउंड सेंटर अप्रोच से वेव ऑफ एन स्क्वायर में डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग से भी वेव ऑफ एन स्क्वायर में ऑप्टिमाइज कर सकते हैं। डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग कहाँ से आई? लॉन्गेस्ट पैलिंड्रोमिक सब स्ट्रिंग के लिए सबसे बेस्ट और इंट्यूटिव ऑप्टिमाइज अप्रोच है एक्सपेंड अराउंड सेंटर। सो स्लाइडिंग विंडो नहीं लगाएंगे, यहाँ पे उल्टा काम करेंगे, उल्टा काम करेंगे। सो बेसिकली वी टेक बी ए बी ए डी, and now after that we will take the mid value. After taking this, suppose if I consider this to be a mid value, now I will check what is the maximum length of a string that is present on left side, which will be also present on right side, right? So if I consider this to be a mid, I will pass this mid and then I will check what is the maximum length of the string that is present on left side, which is also equals to the right side. So I will see for this there is no maximum string. चलो मैं चला रिवीजन करने। ओके बडी, बाय। So now we get some hint and let's try will we solve this or not. If we not solve it, then we will see the approach that how we actually have to approach it of this question. Okay, so for this I will see that there is no left and there is only right. Right. So I will see that okay, as there is no left, so what I will do? It means that this is not a palindrome basically, because there is no left and no down, no right. Right. So basically there is right, there is no left. So after that I will jump to this value. Now, if I jump to this value, I will make my one pointer here, put my one pointer here, another pointer here. After putting my one pointer here and here, what I will do? I will perform that same logic. So I will check what is the maximum length of the string that is same as maximum length of a string that is present on right side. So I've seen here B and B are same. So if these both are same, I will move my pointer here, I will move my pointer here. So basically I will see that okay, basically what happened is I got right, but there is no left. So the maximum string that I got is basically this, what PAB till now. Then I again jump up to this position. When I jump up to this position, then I will make my one pointer here, one pointer here, and I will see, okay, what is this character is equals to this character? Yeah. So I will move my this pointer also and this pointer also. Now I'll see, will this character is equals to this character? No. So it means that this is the another palindromic substring that is the maximum one. Right. Then I again move to this A. I will see that, okay, these both characters are not equal. So it means that this will, the maximum palindromic string that can be formed from this point will be only A. So this is not greater than ABA or BAB. So that's why I will not store it. Then again, I will jump to D. I will see that there is no right, only left. So I will again tell that, okay, this is the max. The maximum will be 1. And basically, my whole maximum should be 3. So I will not store this one. So this is what I was thinking. So let's try to code it at how we will do this. Okay, so when I see that I have only, first I will check if s dot length is equals to 1, it means that I have to return whatever the s is, because if the size is 1, it means that that is only the longest or maximum palindromic string. I will return that. Otherwise, what I will do, I will start a loop. I is equals to 0 till I is less than n and I plus plus. And I will mark this at key. Now mark this as there is I and there is j. Okay. Now when I stand on some point, what I have to check? I will, when I stand on k is equals to 0, suppose, so I will see that what is left. So I will mark that, okay, there is left and there is right. I will mark the left to be a whatever the index I have -1 and right to be a whatever the index I plus 1. Now I will move, or I will expand my string till I get the maximum character. Right. So, okay. So let's do this. How can we do this? That there is a while loop, and till my left is greater than 0 and till my nums of, okay, and before that, and also my right is less than n. One thing I will do is, till the point my s left is equals to s right, I will move my what? I will move my left minus minus, because I move in move towards left side, and otherwise I will do right plus plus. After getting that, one thing I also wants to do is, mm, I have to create another answer string. So string answer. Inside that I will store whatever the answer I will get. So when I move in the both direction, okay, wait. So when I move in the both direction, what I will do, I will reach at some point. So when I reach at some point, in answer, what I will store? I will store s dot sub str from this to this. So it means that I have to start from left, right, and I have to go still what? Right minus left plus 1. So I will store it. Okay, and when I will store it, I will see that, okay, if this length, whatever the length that I got, left minus right plus 1, if it is greater than the maximum value that I have. If I got it, then first thing I will do is I will update my maximum. Maxi is equals to max of maxi comma left minus, oh, not left minus right, it should be right minus left, right minus left plus 1, uh, right minus left plus 1. So if this is, and then I will change my answer, and after that what I will do, as this is a for loop, it will again left minus minus and right plus plus, and that's it. And I will return my answer. I think so I have to do this. Let's see if this is correct or wrong. I will. What is n? Okay, n is basically s dot length here. Hmm. Oh, what is I? Okay, sorry. It should be k now. Is anything maxi? Okay, I have to int maxi, which is equals to 0. Out of range, of which is 5. What? Right minus left plus 1. So when I create a substring, it will crosses the limit. How it cross the limit? Maxi. So from this point, I have to take till maxi. Hmm. अभी खाऊंगा बात. I. I. What I? I. This size, which is from. I have to. I have to. Wait. Will I have to? I have to take. No, no. Uh, I have to create the substring. I have to consider that left point, and from left point, I have to create the substring of right minus left plus 1. So what I was thinking is, okay, so in B, A, D. So when I standing here, I will move my left pointer here, right pointer here. Then again, I move my left pointer here and right pointer here. So, oh, wait. When my left pointer is here, then I will stop. So it means that left is here. So I will not start from left. I will start from left plus 1. And then my right is also here. So as right is here, so what is the total length? So basically this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 minus 0, which is not possible. This is 5 basically. I don't have to take 5. I have to take so basically 4 and 3. So I have to take left, wait, left, sorry, right minus 1, right minus 1, and then I have to take left plus 1. Okay, and then basically I have to subtract right minus 1 means 3 and minus 1. I have to take this leg. For k is equal to 0, it will fail. Yeah, yeah. For k is equal to 0, it will. But I already put the constraint, I think so. Left must be greater than 0 and right is less than n. So this will never run. And oh yeah, this will fail because left is equal to k minus 1, which is minus 1. Minus 1. Wait a moment, I will drop. Wait. Ah, k is equal to 0, I don't have to run this. And n minus 1. Hmm? Well, oh yeah. But wait, it will stop when it will stop at that point, and this will stop at that point. I want the three length string. So three length string is 4 minus 0 and minus 1. Means means what? It means that right minus left, right minus left minus 1. Okay, and I will start. Okay, so I will consider this to be a right minus left minus 1, and I will start it from left plus 1. Okay, and right minus left minus 1 I guess. Well, let's see. So what happened for yeah, what happened for I only get if I stand at any point where right is not equals to left. से नहीं क्या क्या राइटिंग राइटिंग अच्छे से नहीं दिख रही कौन सी राइटिंग ये कर लिमिट पढ़ के समझूं तो पहले क्या करना है यार आपको एक स्ट्रिंग दी जाएगी और आपको इसके अंदर से लंबी ऐसी सब स्ट्रिंग ढूंढनी है मीठी और सीधी दोनों तरफ से एक जैसे पढ़ जाए तो जैसे कि बी ए डी का पैब और ए बी ए भी हो सकता है क्योंकि दोनों की लेंथ 3 है और दोनों पैरेलल ओ वाह खाओ भाई खाओ अब पढ़ाई होगी पढ़ो भाई पढ़ना तो जरूरी है ही और ब्रूट फोर्स का बेसिक फंडा ये है कि हम स्ट्रिंग के सारे पॉसिबल जो कि हमने देख चुके हैं तो जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वहां से ऑप्टिमल कैसे सोचा तो लॉन्गेस्ट पैरेंटोनिक सब स्ट्रिंग के लिए सबसे बेस्ट और इंट्यूटिव ऑप्टिमाइज्ड अप्रोच है एक्सपेंड अराउंड सेंटर पीडीएफ कहाँ से डाउनलोड की अरे ये मेरी बनाई हुई है मेरी पीडीएफ है खुद बनाई है मैंने हम्म, हम्म। तो लॉन्गेस्ट पैरेंटोनिक सब स्ट्रिंग के लिए होता है वो तो समझ में आ गया तो ब्रूट फोर्स में हम हर एक कोने से सब स्ट्रिंग बना रहे हैं इस अप्रोच में हम उल्टा सोचेंगे हम स्ट्रिंग के हर एक कैरेक्टर को सेंटर बीच का हिस्सा मानेंगे और वहां से दोनों तरफ बाहर तरफ फैलाएंगे एक्सपेंड करेंगे तो जब तक लेफ्ट और राइट वाला कैरेक्टर सेम मिलता रहेगा हम फैलाते जाएंगे जैसे ही नहीं चाहिए नहीं चाहिए नहीं चाहिए अभी खाया हूँ ना नहीं चाहिए हाँ जैसे ही अलग कैरेक्टर मिला हम वहीं रुक जाएंगे और वहां तक की लेंथ को नोट कर लेंगे दो तरह के सेंटर हो सकते हैं पैलिंड्रोम दो तरह के हो सकते हैं इसलिए हमारे सेंटर्स भी दो तरीके के हो सकते हैं पैलिंड्रोम दो तरीके के हो सकते हैं ऑड लेंथ पैलिंड्रोम जैसे ए बी ए इसका सेंटर एक सिंगल कैरेक्टर है और बी हम लेफ्ट और राइट दोनों को उस कैरेक्टर पर रखकर एक्सपेंड करते हैं इवन लेंथ पैलिंड्रोम जैसे ए बी बी ए इसका सेंटर दो कैरेक्टर के बीच में होता है हम लेफ्ट को पहला बी और राइट को दूसरा बी पर रखकर एक्सपेंड करते हैं ठीक है अब हम एक लूप चलाएंगे इसमें आई इक्वल टू 0 से n-1 तक मान लो हम आई इक्वल टू 1 इंडेक्स के पर केस 1 ऑड लेंथ चेक है तो सेंटर इक्वल टू आई एंड आई यानी 1 1 1 कॉमा 1 एक सेकेंड एक सेकेंड हम लूप चलाएंगे इंडेक्स आई इक्वल टू 0 और n-1 तक और मान लो हम इंडेक्स आई इक्वल टू 1 कैरेक्टर ए पर है ठीक है तो केस 1 क्या आएगा कि ऑड लेंथ चेक तो सेंटर इक्वल टू आई कॉमा आई सेंटर इक्वल टू आई कॉमा आई सो 1 कॉमा 1 शुरुआत में लेफ्ट को 1 पे रखा राइट को 1 पे रखा लेफ्ट को 1 पे, अच्छा 1 पे खड़ा हो गया, 1 पे ही रखूंगा। दोनों सेम है। हाँ ए मिला। अब एक्सपेंड करो, लेफ्ट इक्वल्स टू 0, राइट इक्वल्स टू 2, दोनों सेम है, हाँ तो ये भी मिला। एक्सपेंड करो, लेफ्ट -1, राइट 3, लेफ्ट आउट ऑफ बाउंड हो गया, रुक जाओ। मैक्स लेंथ मिल गई 3 के, इवन लेंथ चेन। सेंटर इक्वल्स टू आई एंड देन आई प्लस 1, यानी 1 2, शुरुआत में लेंथ इक्वल्स टू 1, राइट इक्वल्स टू 2, दोनों सेम है, नहीं लूप आगे बढ़ गया। ऐसे ही हर इंडेक्स के लिए चेक करते करते हमें सबसे बड़ी लेंथ मिल जाएगी। सो बेसिकली दोनों चीजें मुझे चेक करनी पड़ेगी हर किसी के लिए, कि इससे इवन लेंथ की मैक्सिमम स्ट्रिंग कितनी बन रही है और ऑड लेंथ की मैक्सिमम पैलिंड्रोमिक स्ट्रिंग कितनी बन रही है। हम्म तो मैंने जब देखा कि लेंथ भाई 1 से कम है तो मैं खाली स्ट्रिंग रिटर्न कर दूंगा, और नहीं तो स्टार्ट इक्वल्स टू 0 और मैक्स लेंथ 0, आई इक्वल्स टू 0 पे गया। और मुझे नहीं पता कि भाई इवन लेंथ की पैलिंड्रोमिक स्ट्रिंग बनेगी ऑड लेंथ की, मैं दोनों पे चेक करता हूँ। तो इवन ऑड पे चेक करने के लिए दोनों को एक ही पॉइंट पे रख देता हूँ, वहां से एक्सपेंड करता हूँ। और ऑड लेंथ की चेक करने, सॉरी, इवन लेंथ की चेक करने के लिए आई और आई प्लस 1 पे रख देता हूँ, वहां से चेक करता हूँ। फिर उन दोनों में से जो भी मेरे को मैक्सिमम देता है, अब ये फंक्शन कर क्या रहा है कि लेफ्ट जब तक 0 से बड़ा है और राइट जब तक n से छोटा है, और ये दोनों बराबर ही हैं, लेफ्ट को पीछे जाओ और राइट में आगे जाओ, और उसके बाद राइट माइनस लेफ्ट -1, पैलिंड्रोम की लेंथ रिटर्न करो। राइट माइनस लेफ्ट -1 इसलिए क्योंकि लूप से बाहर आने पर लेफ्ट और राइट एक स्टेप एक्स्ट्रा चल चुके होते हैं। अच्छा, ठीक है। सो उसके बाद देख लो कि भाई जो तुमने मैक्सिमम लेंथ निकाली, क्या वो मैक्सिमम लेंथ से ही बड़ी है। तो अगर वो मैक्सिमम लेंथ से भी बड़ी है तो पहले तो उसको अपडेट कर दो। अपडेट करने के बाद स्टार्ट पॉइंट क्या होगा? स्टार्ट पॉइंट क्या होगा? जहां पे मैं खड़ा हूँ, मतलब जहां पे मेरा आई है, तो वो तो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है नहीं, उसके पीछे होगा स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट, क्योंकि लेफ्ट होगा मेरा स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट। तो वो कैसे निकालूंगा? लेफ्ट निकालने के लिए पहले तो निकालूंगा कि पूरे लेंथ की स्ट्रिंग कितनी, मतलब पूरे स्ट्रिंग की लेंथ कितनी, उसमें से करूंगा -1। ठीक है, तो पहले लेंथ निकाल ली, और मुझे इंडेक्स निकालना है कि कहाँ से चालू करना है। तो लेंथ में से -1 करूंगा तो इंडेक्स पता चल जाएगा, बाई 2 करूंगा तो बाई 2 करते ही आधी राइट आधी लेफ्ट, और उस लेफ्ट में से आई को माइनस कर दूंगा तो मेरे को पता चल जाएगा स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट क्या है। फिर वो स्टार्टिंग से लेकर मैक्सिमम लेंथ की जो समस्टियर भाई, समझ में तो आ गया कि क्या करना है, कैसे करना है उसको समझाऊं। ठीक है, वेट। हम्म 5 मिनट दो, थोड़ा सा खाना खा रहा हूँ, लेट हो गया खाना खाने में, थोड़ा ज्यादा ही लेट हो गया। तो बताता हूँ कैसे होगा, तब तक आप भी पढ़ो, इतना समझ में आ रहा है कोड, और वो छोटी नहीं है। हम्म हम्म। Okay, so let's I will try to explain that question. Okay, so hmm. So basically, तक मम्मी बुला रही है ओ भाई ओ अरे कुछ कह रही है सुन लेना यार तबीयत खराब है तो पता नहीं क्या कर रहा है. So let's start. It is given that okay, we have to find the longest palindromic substring, and basically we don't have to return the index here. We have to return that what is that longest palindromic substring. So the brute force that we can think of is okay, we will create all the substring that is possible from that string. So we will create all the substring like B, BA, BAB, BAB, and all the substring that is possible. I will create it. After creating it, I will pass all this substring into a function called is palindrome or not. And if this is a palindrome, I will store that length or I will store that string also that this is my longest palindromic substring. And when all loop get over and my whole string is get traversed, so I will return that okay, this is my longest palindromic substring. So if we see that it will take what? So basically what I am doing here is I am creating the substrings, right? I am creating the substring. Second thing, for creating a substring, I need at least two loops, just like subarrays. So two loops is used to create a substring and one loop is used to find if this is a palindrome or not. So basically the complexity will be big of NQ, right? Now, what we have to do is we have to reduce the time complexity. So how we can reduce it? So before that, we have to understand one thing that if some string is there, like a, suppose if I consider this string, okay, then a palindromic string is either of even length or odd length. So basically, if I क्या कर रहे हो बिल्कुल ही. So the odd, if I see that, okay, the odd length substring will be this, right? So I got what? ABA. So a palindromic string is of two types. Either it is even or either it is odd. So if I consider this A, B, B, A, so basically this string is also palindromic and this is of even length. Okay. So what we actually do is rather than creating a substring and check if this is palindrome or not, we will consider any point as the mid of a substring. Like what I have seen here. I have seen here that if I consider B to be a midpoint, then this and this character are same. So what I will do, I will expand it further. As when I expand it further, I will see that there is no character, so the maximum length of the substring will be 3. Right. So this is the logic that we can apply on this question also. So I will take B A B A D. So as we know that picking the particular point, there are two options or two cases. One case is that if the palindrome is of even length. Okay. So if the palindrome is of even length, how we can check it? To check if this palindrome is even length, huh, okay. So if this is the palindrome. Now if I mark my midpoint as this, and now if I try to expand it, I will see that okay. I will see that this and this character are not same. So as this is not same, the maximum palindromic size string will be this B. But will it be B or will it be BB? So basically, it will be double B, right? So how will I know it? So what I will do for each midpoint, we will check both the things. Both the things means we will check that what is the maximum even length string and what is the minimum odd length string, right? What is the maximum even length substring or what is the maximum odd length substring? So for odd length substring, I will point left pointer as this and right pointer as this. Okay. And now I will try to expand it on both of the sides. So what I will see that okay, left is equals to right. So the maximum size of the current substring is 1. Now I will move my right pointer here and left pointer here. I will see okay, there is no left. So it means that the maximum size of odd length substring will be 1. Now I will check for even length substring. So I will see that, yeah, I will mark my one pointer here and another pointer here. I will see, will this be equal? No, this is not equal. So as this is not equal, I will see that, okay, the even length maximum substring will be of size 0 and odd length maximum substring is of size 1 if I consider this B's to be a midpoint. Right. So I will take what is the maximum from both. So the maximum from both is 1. So it means that the maximum size of substring, which is palindrome till now, considering this B to be a midpoint, is 1, and that is B only. So this is the maximum substring, palindromic substring till now. Now I will consider this A. After considering this A, then also I will check, considering this A, what is the maximum size of even length substring, palindromic substring, and what is the maximum odd length palindromic substring. So for odd length palindromic substring, I will put my both the pointer on this point. And now I will try to expand on both the direction. So if I try to expand, I will see that okay, B and B are equal. So I will again move my pointers. I will see okay, there is no left, so I will stop. So the odd length maximum substring length will be 3, right? 3. And now I will check, okay, I have to check what is the even length maximum substring. So for even length maximum substring, I will mark this point as one point and another point as this one. So after that, I will check, will this equal? No. So even length maximum substring till now is equals to 0. I will take maximum from both, which is the maximum. So I will get 3 as maximum. And what is the substring? Considering A as a midpoint, it will be BAB. Right, and this is how we actually traverse. Like if I consider here again the P here, I will see what is the maximum size of odd length substring. So odd length, for odd length, I will mark this 2 point on same position, and then I will see okay, this is 1, and I will expand it. I will see this is equals to 3. Then again I will expand it. I will see okay, there is no this both character not matches. So it means that the odd length will be equals to what? Odd length will be 3. Now I will again check for even length. So considering this and this, I and I plus 1, the even length should be what? 0. So from this both, the maximum palindromic substring will be odd length is 3. And what is that? That is, I think so. Oh, I will check it for this now. I will check it for this. So I maximum palindromic substring till this point will be A, B, A. So I can return any of this like this one, and we can perform this operation till the last index. So we have to do this. So let's see how we actually do this. Yeah. So first thing is I will find the s dot length. S dot length, and I will check if n is less than 1, I will return the longest palindromic substrings to be empty. Now I will start a loop. Int I is equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. And then one thing I will do, that considering each point, I have to check both, that if this is even or odd, what is the maximum among them. So even one is I will create a check function. Inside that, I will pass what is the current string I have, and then I comma I. And same for odd. But in odd, I and I plus 1 I will pass. Okay, I will check it, and after checking what I will do, I'll find what is the maxi length. Max length. So wait, I have to create another variable max length. Int max length is equals to 0 initially, and now the max length will be maximum from maximum from max length and comma maximum from what? Even comma odd, which is maximum one. After finding the maximum length, what I will do? After finding the maximum length, I have to create the substring. So before creating the substring, okay, I have to store. I will get even and I also get odd. Okay, I will see that what I actually do. I will find that this is the longest substring, and now after that I have to update it, right? How will I update it? That will I store it somewhere? I will store that int. Okay, I have to create int length. And if I see that if this length is greater than whatever the max length is, then I will update that max length is equals to max of max length, max length comma what? Max length comma, hmm, max length comma what? Max length comma length, right? So this is my maximum length. And after that, what I have to do? I have to store, also I have to store that what is the maximum substring that I can create. So maximum substring length should be what? Maximum substring length should be what? So I don't know what is my left pointer. Also, I don't know what is my right pointer. So how will I start it from any position? Like if I want to start it from any position, I must have to know that what is the left pointer, where is my left pointer standing. So how will I find it? So to find it in, sorry, so I will store the int start is equals to 0, and start is equals to, first I will calculate that what is the total length minus 1 by 2. So this will give me that what is the total string length, and according to index I have to find that what is the starting point, and from that I will subtract I. This will give me the starting point. And after knowing that starting point, what I will do, I will return I will return s dot sub str start. And then also one thing I have to do here is till length. Till length or max length, sorry, max length. So I think so. Okay, I have to write that function also with check, which returns that what is the maximum length. Hey, bro, going to do BTech, any suggestion? Suggestion? सजेशन यही है कि भाई थोड़ा एनवायरनमेंट से बच के रहना। खतरनाक सा एनवायरनमेंट होता है। डिपेंड, तुम्हारी कॉलेज लाइफ पूरी डिपेंड करती है तुम्हारे दोस्त कैसे बन रहे हैं। फर्जीवाड़े के बन गए, कॉलेज लाइफ खराब। ढंग के बन गए तो कॉलेज लाइफ बच जाएगी। वो भी बहुत मैटर करता है कि आपके दोस्त कैसे बनने हैं कॉलेज में। भाई फर्जीवाड़े के लोगों से बच के रहना अगर लाइफ को सही करना है तो, वरना खेल खत्म है। So, okay, I have to pass the string also, right? So, string, yes, and int start and comma int what? Int end. So int start and int end, and while okay, what I have to do till my left is greater than equals to 0 and till my right is less than n, I have to do something. What? Till that point I will do my left. If s of left is equals to s of right, I will remove my left plus plus, oh, not plus plus, it's minus minus, minus minus, and then right plus plus, and then uh, a return what? Return right minus left minus 1. So I think so this will work. Uh, bah, what's wrong? And greater than equals to 0. Oh, wait. It should be start and this should be end. And this should be also start and end. Start and and this is also start and end. End is less than n. Okay, what is n? Kamari hai bilkul. N, okay, n is equals to s dot length. Wrong answer. Okay, I will get the empty string. Why? I get the empty string. If I see the n is less than, I return the empty string. But also for this, there is an empty string. Well, this why the string is not generated. The start should be L minus 1 minus 1. Okay, I will find the maximum length to be if the length is greater than max length. Max length is equals to L is this. Length is greater than max length, then I can update that max length to length. And then after finding that, I have to find the starting position. So yeah, if I want to know the starting position, then I want to know what is the maximum length of my substring. And after knowing that this is my length, yeah, the length is also stored that same thing, right? So length minus 1, it will give me the last index. So last index divided by 2. I will get the midpoint. And from midpoint, I subtract I to know that what is my left portion. So this I will tell me what? This I will tell me that where I was standing. So if I subtract that I already know that what is my left, right? If I want to know my left. Uh, so why my string is not stored? I think so. I have done some everything right? So into length around si plus 1 length, max length is equals to length. Oh, I must be greater, na? It gives me negative value, I think. I must be greater. Wait, let me think. So, wait. So, I got the maximum length to be 3 or B, A, B, A, B. So, I got this. Okay, I got the maximum length to be 3. So total length will be a 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. After getting this, what I will do is subtract one length. So after subtracting one length, uh, 2 by 2, I got 1. So this is my ith value, right? Ith value. Now what I will do, I want to know that how many elements that is present on left side. So if I subtract that how many element that I got, I already know that how what is my left point is. So right, so total length is this, and now if I want to know the starting, if I know what is the mid value, and after that I will subtract that what is my current value is. So I already know that where I have to jump. So this will give me start. So if this give me start, so that's why I have to take this like this. This will give me a positive value. Now again something went wrong. I minus but wait. Start I minus length minus 1 by 2. सब्सिडियार ये ठीक है ये भी ठीक है तो लेफ्ट माइनस माइनस लेफ्ट इज ग्रेटर देन जीरो राइट जब तक बराबर है तब तक चलते रहो और राइट माइनस लेफ्ट माइनस वन एक्सपेंडिंग एन एस लेंथ ये सब तो यार ठीक लिखा है स्टार्ट जीरो मैक्स लेंथ जीरो और इसको देखते हैं पहली चीज मैंने इंट चेक बनाया एस स्टार्ट एंड एन मेरा लेंथ के बराबर है जब तक स्टार्ट जीरो से बड़ा है और मेरा एंड जो है वो एन से छोटा है तब और ये दोनों बराबर हैं तो स्टार्ट को पीछे जाना एंड को आगे करना और जब लेंथ निकालूंगा तो स्टार्ट माइनस एंड माइनस वन कर दूंगा तो ये मेरे को लेंथ देगा ठीक है ये मेरे को लेंथ दे देगा अब मैं क्या करता हूँ कि मेरे को एक मैक्सिमम लेंथ जीरो है स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट भी जीरो है बिकॉज आई वांट द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ओके एंड ओके आई वांट द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट and then what I will do is I will start from my source. Can you rate my website? Share the link. मैं क्या और भी जो लोग देख रहे हैं वो भी कर देंगे I is equals to 0 I less than n and int even के लिए अरे यार इससे तो फर्क पड़ता नहीं है वैसे क्योंकि ये ऑड के लिए आई होता है और इवन के लिए ये होता है बट बेसिकली दोनों मेरे को कुछ वैल्यूज लाके दे रहे हो उन दोनों में से जो मैक्सिमम है वो देखूंगा हम्म इवन और ऑड की मैक्सिमम वो देखने के बाद मैं लेंथ देखूंगा इफ लेंथ ऐसा हुआ कि वो ग्रेटर देन मैक्स लेंथ हुआ डिस्कॉर्ड आईडी इट इज ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट इन डिस्क्रिप्शन बडी यू कैन कॉन्टेक्ट मी देयर हाँ so after that I will check if the length is greater than max length then I will update the max length is equals to length after that I will find that what is my starting point. So to know that what is my starting point, I will find that what is the midpoint and where my I will be standing. So from that midpoint, I will from that starting point or from that I, if I subtract my mid, I actually know that where I have my left pointer. So and after that, what I will do, I will return. So will I have to return here? but after calcul, na, I must have to return here. So यार एग्जैक्ट सही चीज तो लिखी है, बट ये गड़बड़ कैसे हो सकती है? इसको मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, ड्राई रन। सो मैं ड्राई रन करूं अगर, तो खाली दे दे रहा है। खाली देने का मतलब कि आई इक्वल्स टू जीरो। आई इक्वल्स टू जीरो पे जब मैं खड़ा हूँ, आई विल चेक दैट, ओके, चेक आउट, इट्स डीपी। ऐसे नहीं होगा, ऐसे नहीं होगा। वेट अ मोमेंट बड़ी, आई विल चेक इट आउट। वेट अ मोमेंट। गलत क्वेश्चन गलत जगह डल गया क्या? वेट अ मोमेंट भाई। हम्म। हाँ, गलत कोर्स। मुझे भी नहीं आ रहा क्या गलती कर रहा हूँ। ये भाई, माइनस, टर्न में राइट, माइनस लेफ्ट, माइनस। क्या खाया नहीं, क्या खाया नहीं हूँ। और ये अबे इसमें तो कुछ मैनेजर एल्गोरिदम वगैरह लगेगा क्या? वो तो पढ़ा ही नहीं। मतलब मैं जितना सोच पा रहा हूँ उसके हिसाब से तो ये अप्रोच कैसे गलत है वो समझ में नहीं आया। इसके बताने के पहले भी मैंने यही सोचा था। और अगर ये ऐसे नहीं होगा तो खैर, अगर ये डीपीओ क्वेश्चन है तो मैं इतना ही तक जानता हूँ कि ऐसे कर सकता हूँ, बट ऐसे हो ही नहीं रहा। सब स्ट्रिंग को मैं स्टोर करके रिटर्न तो कर रहा हूँ, बट ये खाली स्ट्रिंग पता नहीं किस खुशी में रिटर्न हो रही है, एंड चल नहीं रहा है। हम्म, चल नहीं रहा है। ये वन ऑफ द अप्रोच है, बट नहीं चल रहा, तो अब क्या करूँ? इंट में क्या दिया है? यू कैन previously computed palindrome to compute the larger palindrome. AB is a palindrome, is X is a palindrome, similarly X, Y is a palindrome. Complexity based brute force, N is square start minus N pair big of N palindrome. Check whether for every start and end position substring is palindrome. We have big of N square start minus N pair and big of N palindromic check. Can we reduce the time from palindromic check to big of 1 by using some previous computation? I don't know यार। लाइक ये अप्रोच फेल हो रहा है, तो आई डोंट नो कि अब मैं इसमें क्या करूंगा, क्योंकि टीपी तो मैंने पढ़ी नहीं। और अगर मैं इसी को अगर मैं इसको चेक करूं कि कैसे गलत है, तो मेरे को तो ये भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, क्योंकि पूरा तो ये सही है कोड। इससे पूछता हूँ कि गिव मी इन व्हाट्स रॉन्ग। रॉन्ग क्या है इसमें? I will never get any maximum value. मेरा टीपी का भी हो गया, मतलब पढ़ी नहीं है तो। हम्म। तो अभी के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं गाइस। ठीक है, मिलते हैं थोड़ी देर बाद। तब तक के लिए, विच सॉन्ग आर यू लिसनिंग? नो, आई वॉज नॉट लिसनिंग एनीथिंग। Why you think that I was listening something? हम्म। भाई डीजे से कहाँ से पढ़ा है? कोडर आर्मी। यूट्यूब चैनल है कोडर आर्मी करके, वहीं से। हाँ। और गाइस बताओ, कैसा गया इसका दिन? भाई डीए से क्या नहीं हो रहा? भाई डीए से नहीं हो रहा, लैंग्वेज और डीए से कहाँ से पढ़ा है? पढ़ा है। लैंग्वेज तो यार जीपीटी से पढ़ दिया था। और डीए से कहाँ से पढ़ा है? तो भाई वो कोडर आर्मी से पढ़ा है। और उन्होंने बहुत बढ़िया पढ़ाया है। बट ये वाली चीजें कि इनडायरेक्टली आपको खुद ही सॉल्विंग करनी पड़ेगी, तभी जाके इम्प्रूवमेंट होती है, कोई लेक्चर देखने से होगा नहीं। आप कंप्लीट कर सकते हो, जान सकते हो सारे टॉपिक्स के बारे में, क्या क्या इंट्यूशंस होती है वो सब। और लास्ट में जाके आपको खुद ही करना पड़ेगा चीज, ये वाली चीज है। हम्म। जय भगवान। सो गाइस, ये क्वेश्चन है, यू कैन ट्राई दैट क्वेश्चन। और मैंने इसका अप्रोच अभी समझाया है, मैंने खुद अभी समझा है, क्योंकि मैं भी डीएसए अभी स्टार्टिंग से ही पढ़ रहा हूँ। अभी मैंने एरेज, टू पॉइंटर्स और बाइनरी सर्च खत्म किया, और अब मैं स्ट्रिंग पे आया हूँ। तो 50,000 जगहों पे मैं फंस जाऊंगा। तो ये है कि मैं उसको पढ़ूंगा, समझूंगा और समझाऊंगा। इनडायरेक्टली यही एक तरीका है, क्योंकि ये मेरा डीएसए कंप्लीट ही नहीं है। हम्म। हो जाएगा, टाइम के साथ साथ हो जाएगा, आई थिंक से। एक और क्वेश्चन कर लेंगे यार, एक और करते हैं, एक और क्वेश्चन। भंडारा करवा। हम्म। जॉब्स का भंडारा। ओ भाई, ये कौन सा भंडारा होता है? भाई ले ऑफ का भंडारा हो रहा है जी, जॉब्स का भंडारा नहीं हो रहा। ले ऑफ भाई साहब, ये लो, ले ऑफ। एक ही बार में 30,000 गायब, 50,000 गायब एक ही बार में। वो चीज हो रही। और देखते हैं क्या है, दूसरा क्वेश्चन क्या है। अब यार मेरे लैपटॉप का साला डिस्प्ले पैनल टूट गया है, और ये बार बार ऊपर नीचे करते रहता है। भाई मैं ना कोडर आर्मी से पढ़ा हूँ वैसे, बट मैं पूरा लिखता जो वो लिखता। भाई मैं ना कोडर आर्मी से पढ़ा हूँ वैसे, बट मैं पूरा लिखता जो वो लिखा रहा है सही अप्रोच है, या फिर कोडिंग प्रैक्टिस से आएगा? नोट्स के बारे में भी बताओ। इनडायरेक्टली ये है कि वो तुम्हें एक इंट्यूशन बता देंगे कि भाई ये टू पॉइंटर का जो क्वेश्चन होता है, ये आपको सोचना कैसे होता है। ठीक है, बट लास्ट में फिर आपको यही होगा प्रॉब्लम कि बिकॉज ऑफ, क्योंकि वो क्या करते हैं, उन्होंने लेक्चर में पढ़ा दी चीजें, आपने पढ़ ली। अब सेकेंडरी थिंग है कि आपको उसको दोबारा पढ़ना पड़ेगा, और दोबारा पढ़ के कम से कम 5-6 क्वेश्चन लगाने पड़ेंगे उस टॉपिक पे कि वो एक्चुअली में हर, अगर मान लो कुछ अलग वेरिएशन आ गया वहां कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट होता है। भाई बाइनरी सर्च का एक क्वेश्चन था, ठीक है, बाइनरी सर्च का भी हमने क्वेश्चन किया था, ये स्मॉलेस्ट की अर्थ पेयर करके, कहाँ गया, हाँ ये वाला। इसमें दूर दूर तक किसी को समझ में नहीं आएगा क्वेश्चन देख के कि कहाँ कैसे बाइनरी सर्च लगेगा इसमें। ठीक है, बट ये बाइनरी सर्च का क्वेश्चन है। एक और क्वेश्चन किया था मीडियन ऑफ टू सॉर्टेड अरे, उसमें ही पता नहीं चलता कहाँ बाइनरी सर्च लग रहा है। अभी 3-4 दिन पहले यहाँ पे भी एक क्वेश्चन आया था, ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन ऑफ द डे में, उसमें दूर दूर तक समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कहाँ बाइनरी सर्च लग रहा है। तो इनडायरेक्टली ये है कि आपको मल्टीपल टाइम प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा, और बहुत सारे वेरिएशंस खुद लगाने पड़ेंगे। ठीक है, और एक और चीज जो गलती होती है, वो गलती ये है कि भाई आप क्वेश्चन मान लो पढ़ लिया आपने, अब पढ़ने के बाद क्या करोगे, आप उस पैटर्न के ही 100 क्वेश्चन लगाने लग जाओगे। और कई कई लोग होते हैं भाई, वो एक ही पैटर्न के ले ले 100 क्वेश्चन लगाए जा रहे हैं। भाई उससे क्या फायदा है आपको, क्योंकि आपका कभी दिमाग उसमें डेवलप होने वाला है ही नहीं, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि ये टू पॉइंटर टॉपिक का क्वेश्चन है तो उसमें टू पॉइंटर ही लगेगा। तो आपका दिमाग कभी खोलेगा ही नहीं दूसरे टॉपिक को लेके कि दूसरा टॉपिक में सोचूं भी कि इसमें कहीं दूसरा टॉपिक तो नहीं लग रहा। लेकिन जब आप इंटरव्यू में जाओगे, कॉन्टेस्ट में जाओगे, वहां पे दूर दूर तक आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि क्वेश्चन कौन से टॉपिक का है। तो इसी वजह से बैंड बज जाती है इंटरव्यू में, यही यही बहुत सारे तुम देखना भाई, 800-800 क्वेश्चन कर रखे, इंटरव्यू क्लियर हो नहीं रहा। तो यही इसीलिए क्लियर नहीं हो रहा क्योंकि भाई पैटर्न वाइज तो कर दिए, लेकिन पैटर्न ढूंढोगे कैसे क्वेश्चन में, उसकी तो प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी ना। तो वो प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए आपको कॉन्टेस्ट देने पड़ेंगे, मल्टीपल कॉन्टेस्ट। तो ये है कि एक कोई भी छोटी सी शीट डालो जिसके अंदर भाई 200-300 क्वेश्चन हो, ठीक है, 200-300 वो क्वेश्चन करके किसी का लेक्चर देख के सीख जाओ कि हाँ भाई ये डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स, ये एल्गोरिदम्स हैं और ऐसे ऐसे वेरिएशन बनते हैं। और उसके बाद भाई कॉन्टेस्ट पे जाओ और खुद पहचानो कि भाई ये कौन से पैटर्न का क्वेश्चन है, या कौन सा लॉजिक लगेगा, क्या लगेगा इसमें। नोट्स, गुड लक। क्या पढ़ी? नोट्स के बारे में क्या बताऊं, नोट्स का तो भाई ऐसा सीन है कि खोलोगे नहीं खोलेगे वो तो तुम्हारे ऊपर है। मतलब मेरा ऐसा था, मैं कॉपी भरना चाह नहीं रहा था, ये कॉपी कौन भरे इसकी, ठीक है, क्योंकि इनडायरेक्टली वही वाली चीज है, एक तो कॉपी भरने का भी चक्कर है, और ये कॉपी कहाँ कहाँ लेके घूमता रहूंगा, तो मैंने इसके डिजिटल नोट्स बना लिए थे, और डिजिटल नोट्स बना के रखे हुए हैं, जब मन करता है उसी से पढ़ने लग जाता हूँ। अभी मैं उसी को, ये डिजिटल नोट्स बनाए हैं इसी वजह से मैं वापस रिवाइज, मतलब इन चीजों को पढ़ रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मैंने बस लेक्चर देखा, पढ़ा कुछ नहीं। हाँ, हेलो भाई, मैं जावा स्टार्ट किया हूँ, आई एम इन फोर्थ ईयर राइट नाउ, मेरे को थोड़ा सा गाइडेंस चाहिए था, डेट आई एम इंस्पायर्ड सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट। सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट में जाना है आपको तो ये है कि आपको तो पहले डीएसए सही करना पड़ेगा। तो डीएसए क्रैक करोगे उसके बाद ही जावा की जो भी जॉब वगैरह है वो मिलेगी। खाली जावा डेवलपमेंट पे देखोगे तो शायद ही कोई कंपनी होगी जो डायरेक्ट जावा डेवलपर्स के लिए हायर करती है, लाइक वो डीएसए राउंड तो लेगी लेगी। तो डीएसए को थोड़ा सा स्ट्रॉन्ग करना पड़ेगा, और उसके बाद जावा करो। जावा वैसे भी बहुत सिक्योर्ड लैंग्वेज है, मतलब देखा जाए, क्योंकि एक तो वो हार्ड है थोड़ी, तो इसी वजह से ज्यादा लोग करते नहीं है, और उसकी डिमांड भी बहुत ज्यादा है। ये वाला सीन है। हम्म, ऐसे करके तो हो जाएगा। String। और भाई, अभी अगर इंटर्नशिप चाहिए मुझे इन मत- अब तो कैसी प्रिपरेशन रखूं? अरे भाई एकदम 10-10 12-12 घंटे करो। 12-12 घंटे करते रहो। ऐसा करना पड़ेगा आपको। इंटर्नशिप देखो इतनी आसान रहनी गई। इतना करो कि भाई साहब वो आपसे जो क्वेश्चन पूछे आप बता पाओ। और वो जब भी होता है जब आपको किसी एक पर्टिकुलर स्टैक में मास्टरी हो। जैसे मान लो तुम अभी जावा के लिए कर रहे हो, ठीक है? तो सपोज करो मैं तुमसे एक जावा का क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ, ठीक है? स्ट्रिंग स्ट्रिंग इक्वल्स टू हेल्प, ठीक है? और यहाँ पे मैं एस आउट करता हूँ। अरे यार, एस आउट कर देता हूँ स्ट्रिंग को। ये क्या आउटपुट देगा? नोट्स की वीडियो बना दो ब्रो। मैं टीचर जो पढ़ाता है सब लिख लेता, कॉपी खोलता नहीं। अरे मैंने अपने डाल तो रखा है, इसी पे डाल रखा है यूट्यूब पे ही। कम्युनिटी में जाओगे वहां पे तुम, मैंने नोट्स बना के डाल दिए थे, आप ले सकते हो। हेलो बड़ी, व्हाट्सअप। बढ़िया भाई, एकदम मस्त जिंदगी चल रही है अभी। अभी ये एक इंटरव्यू का क्वेश्चन है। आई थिंक एरर आएगा। नहीं, एरर नहीं आएगा, इसका आंसर आएगा हेलो। बेसिकली ये जो स्ट्रिंग है जावा में क्या है, ये एक क्लास है, ठीक है? ये एक क्लास है, तो क्लास का नाम तो कुछ भी हो सकता है, ठीक है? मैं चाहे स्ट्रिंग रख दूं चाहे कुछ और रख दूं, ठीक है? ये कोई डेटा टाइप नहीं है स्ट्रिंग। जावा में अगर आप पढ़ने जाओ ढंग से पढ़ोगे, क्योंकि बेसिकली ये एक डेटा टाइप नहीं है, ये एक क्लास है। इस वजह से जब आप ये प्रिंट करोगे तो हेलो प्रिंट हो जाएगा। और क्लास का कोड कुछ भी नाम हो सकता है, इस वजह से ये है। क्यों भाई, लॉटरी लग गई क्या? नहीं यार, लॉटरी वॉटरी नहीं लगी। डेटा टाइप सेम नहीं हो सकते, हाँ। सो सो ये इंटरव्यू का क्वेश्चन है जावा का। सो इसका आप आउटपुट प्रिंट करके देख सकते हो, हेलो ही आ रहा होगा। लॉटरी वॉटरी नहीं लगी यार। लॉटरी लग जाएगी तो फिर लाइव क्यों आऊंगा? ये चीज है। ओ भगवान। हम्म। तो आपको इनडायरेक्टली इंटरनल्स पता होने चाहिए। इंटरनल्स अगर आपको पता होंगे उस लैंग्वेज के, तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आपका सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा। क्योंकि उन्हें प्रोजेक्ट से उतना लेना देना होता नहीं है। मतलब प्रोजेक्ट पे डिस्कशन होता है, बट वही है कि फिर स्केलेबिलिटी वगैरह पे डिस्कशन होता है, स्केलेबिलिटी, लेटेंसी वगैरह। क्योंकि उस वो ये नहीं पूछेगा ये तुमने लाइन ये वाली क्यों लिखी है, ये क्यों नहीं लिखी। मुझे तो पता है भाई ये प्रोजेक्ट शेप के बना हुआ है, क्या पूछेगा उसमें? रट के आगे हो गए बच्चे, बहुत सारे बच्चे होते हैं रट के आ जाते हैं। तो वो ऐसी चीजें पूछने लग गए हैं कि उन्हें पता है बच्चा उड़ जाएगा, ऐसा पूछ देता हूँ। वही होता है। आह, चलो एक और क्वेश्चन देता हूँ। जावा स्क्रिप्ट किसी ने पढ़ी हो तो इसका इसका आउटपुट बताओ कि इसका आउटपुट क्या आएगा। इसका आउटपुट क्या आने वाला है, ये इंटरव्यू में ही पूछा गया था। इन दोनों को जोड़ के लॉग करवाऊंगा तो क्या प्रिंट होगा? हाँ। आंसर, आंसर बताओ भाई, आंसर क्या प्रिंट होने वाला है? यू नो, यू डोंट नो, यू डोंट नो। दूसरा एक और क्वेश्चन है कि ये सेट टाइम आउट फंक्शन लिखते हैं जावास्क्रिप्ट में। ठीक है, सेट टाइम आउट मैंने खाली ऐसे नॉर्मल एक फंक्शन कॉल कर दिया, एरो फंक्शन, कुछ नहीं लिखा उसके अंदर, यहाँ 0 पास करके, तब भी ये 1 सेकंड की डीले पे क्यों चलता है? तो ये सब क्वेश्चंस हैं जो इनडायरेक्टली आपसे इंटरव्यू वगैरह में पूछे जाते हैं। आप पढ़ते कुछ हो, पूछते कुछ हैं, उनको पता ही नहीं है क्या चीजें, ऐसे करके उड़ा देते हैं। Learn about internals of any language that you are currently working on. So that's it. So मिलते हैं गाइस बाद में।